Yeah, and we're
back.
Oh!
Hey. Okay, special
the
guest.
most special guest.
Listeners
requested.
and watchers, we brought on the most requested guest
The man.
to the Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival
Yes,
Guide.
yes.
Let's welcome Coconut Head himself, Rob Pinkston.
Yes.
I'm really the most
Arguably.
requested?
Yes,
Truly.
you are.
When
you
we
are an
say-
integral. Whenever
when we say who
outside of the
should
three
we
of
bring
us,
on the pod, it's Coco.
Coconut head.
That
Coco.
is
Yeah,
really
cabeza de
a
coco.
lot to
and
live up to.
outside of anybody else asking about them, it's
you.
No,
It's
you are
you,
an
Rob.
integral part.
Am I him?
Yeah,
You're
I'm him.
Yep,
He
you
him.
are him.
He
It's
him.
him.
It's Timothy. It's Timothy.
And now
Samuel.
you get to enter this strange vortex that I'm starting to refer to in my mind as the Ned's Declassified Regression Survival Guide.
Yeah,
Which is
Spiraling.
us reverting
yeah.
right back to the energy we were. Beep boop, beep boop, boop boop.
Yep.
That's all you did on the
I
show
know.
the entire time.
Pretty
Every
much
time-
like,
just poop poop beep beep.
Yeah.
Couple lines here and there.
Yeah.
Every time the cameras cut, it was just like,
Man.
Pretty much. Yeah.
What they don't know is that the show is the most civilized part of what happened there.
Oh, yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
actually know how to speak English.
No, not at all. No.
We just
It was
sound out
translated.
the
Yep.
things. Yeah.
Yep.
It's actually so true. The fun that gets out on the show is just that's like the tip of the iceberg. That's the most civilized, most
Yep,
contained
yep.
our set ever was.
Of the
Is
kid,
when
yep.
we're saying lines.
Boy, and now we're here just
I
no
kn-
script.
No script.
No script.
Free,
man.
we can
Panicky.
free ball.
Panicky.
Absolute chaos.
Hey Rob, what has your life been like for 20 years after Ned's?
Hey, Devin.
Fill us up real quick, you know?
Yep.
Okay, well, boy. It's weird because, like, for everybody that's watching, like, we just saw each other for the first time, like, moments ago.
Yeah.
Moments.
And it's been years.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
man,
years.
It is so trippy
Like,
to be around with
I
you
know.
guys right now.
I
know.
love that beard, man.
Thank you. I like your beard. Your beard is like a work of art.
It's
I
its
mean,
own
this
thing.
is like shrubbery.
I almost feel like I'm gonna get Edge out of this podcast.
Yeah, could I get
And
some
the
beard love too and we'll
beards
just
and
leave
the-
Lindsay out of it?
What the fuck, you guys?
We like things about you too, right? What do you like about her, Rob? 20 years, man.
She ate some peanuts earlier. That was pretty cool.
She did.
That was cool,
And, you know,
Lindsay.
I too like
It
peanuts.
was pretty great, right?
It was great.
Yeah.
It's strange,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It is strange. Yeah, so I guess going back to what you were saying about where I've been, to like the long and short of it, I guess, after Ned's, continued the acting for a bit, kind of went into some other acting roles, ended up working behind the scenes. I actually went to film school.
Yeah, I remember.
I did go to film school, so I kind of dropped out of acting for about 3 years while I went full-time school. It was kind of training me to be behind the scenes, went behind the scenes, worked at a production company. From there, I went to Disney. From Disney, I went freelance, and I started going all over the place. Worked a lot with like Fortnite for a while, which was
my
really awesome. Yeah. I
gosh.
was working at the Fortnite World Cup in New York, which was like the
Yo.
craziest thing.
Wow.
And then, yeah, now I work a lot with Riot Games, and we have a season of VCT Americas, which is the Valorant like competitive league in America, in
Whoa.
North America, South America, Brazil, everything. It's wild. It's basically
No, I'm
it's
so
like
about it. Like,
nerd
I'm-
central.
Yeah,
I
nerd
love
gaming.
I'm so into it.
But like on a sport level.
I know all
Yes.
the words
Yeah.
you're like. I know every like thing that you're referring to, but I'm just like in awe, just because Rob is like doing something that like I don't know, like that you really like, right? And
Totally.
And it was such a part of like growing up with you. Whenever we would
Gaming,
come
yeah.
over, you would be gaming. Do you remember? Do you remember the Ann Luna incident?
And Luna. Uh-oh.
Wow, I didn't know we were going straight to that.
We're going
about it.
That's one
straight
of my
to Ann
favorite
Luna.
things ever.
Please tell us from your
Okay,
point.
so remember World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Okay, we were all playing World of Warcraft
Yeah.
for like a second, and basically I was in a early World of Warcraft 40-man dungeon. So it's 40 people get together. They coordinate every week, like Thursday night, no matter what time zone you live in, and we live all over the planet. People are like making time out of their lives to do this dungeon. And I'm over at our mutual friend Chris's house, and we're getting kind of drunk. And Lindsay does not give an absolute flying shit about this game. Like, oh, sorry, can we swear on this?
Yes.
Sure.
Because I already did it.
Abso-fucking-
You did it now.
Okay,
Yes,
cool. Yeah,
yes.
so Lindsay doesn't give a shit, and she's just getting progressively more drunk, which is making her more bold
Oh, no.
the moment by moment. And I'm like
part of the story.
and I'm like
Weird.
I'm like aggressively like focusing on the game. Like I'm drinking with them, but I'm like, guys, like
gotta
this
lock
is
in.
hard. Like 40
40-man
people have to
dungeon.
conquer this, monster.
Yeah.
And at one point, we had this guild leader named Ann Luna, who was this like Filipino woman, and she was probably like 20 years our senior. Like she was much older than us. Like had children.
She's our age. She was our age.
It clearly meant something to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she had this very thick like Filipino accent, and she would always be like, yelling at us like, "You guys need to stay in line and like do this stuff." So at one point, Lindsay gets on the headset, and she's like, "Hey, Aunt Luna, fuck you," and it's like a voice that has not been on the comms for like 4 hours,
Yeah.
or ever really. And so Aunt Luna is immediately like it's like a dead silence. Everybody, it's a bunch of nerds, right? We're all like socially awkward. So this like aggressive statement comes out, and everybody shuts up. And it's like 40 people just get dead silence, like hear a pin drop, and then Luna's like,
can't.
"Who was that?"
Oh no.
Okay, everyone, I am tracking your IPs. I'm going to find out where you live.
Yeah.
And she goes like on a rant about it. She's like, "I know who you are. I know who said it." And she's like,
Dang.
I
and
can't.
so
I
Lindsay
can't.
is
It's
just
making me
like,
hot just thinking about it. I'm gonna
it
be
was so
100% with
freaking
you.
good. But basically, yeah,
I'm just like,
it was
I don't
a
even
legendary
know you
moment.
guys. I'm just like,
Yeesh. Did she
so
send like
emotional.
some police to your house or anything? How did? Or was she?
yeah,
she was bluffing.
Yeah, she
was
sticks the
bluffing.
international police.
Yeah. So SWAT shows up, kicks your door down.
Yeah. No, thankfully, she did not have the ability to track our IPs through World of Warcraft.
Oh,
Apparently, that's not a thing.
No.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's only in the movies.
Yeah. Damn. But yeah, besides production stuff, I've been DJing and making music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
people
man.
don't know.
Yeah.
Pinky.
Yeah.
DJ Pinky.
Dude,
Yeah,
I love that
and
logo,
Pinky
man.
Pinkston.
Thank you.
Pinky logo.
But funny enough, full circle, Pinky was a nickname that was given to me by Carly, who played Missy Meany on the show.
Wow.
She and you actually, both of you.
That's
Well,
where
Carly
Pinky
started saying
came
it, but
from?
then you
Pinky.
kind of followed suit, and then
Yeah.
it just kind of stuck.
Yeah, Pinky.
Nice.
Yeah. Then like the
Rob
parents
Pinkston.
started
Pinky
calling me
just
that.
got stuck in there.
Just got it. Right in
Wedged
there.
right in there.
It's actually very small and agile.
Nice.
Yeah, it
Nice.
fits in a lot of places.
Gets the job done. Gets the
Yeah,
job done.
kids, just
Nice.
that's a tip from me.
A tip. That's great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Just a
Yeah.
tip.
Use the right finger, and it'll feel better.
Not the left.
Right.
Yeah.
I love this. I loved
Yeah.
seeing that you got into DJing and like seeing your posting about it. And do you go out and like play live?
I do. Yeah. I haven't recently, only because I've been so involved with all the Valorant video game stuff.
Yeah.
I've been traveling a lot with them internationally. So like in February, I spent the entire month of February in Ireland working on that. So it's kind of
Nice.
hard to book because of this, because you have
Yeah.
to book in advance and things like that.
And on the Valorant, you're filming? You're like
So I'm a
behind the scenes, like
producer.
producing
Yeah.
producing the show?
Exactly, yeah. So I'm a producer specifically in the graphics department. So whenever you see like, in sports talk, like if you see the scoreboard at the bottom of like a basketball game
Yeah.
or the full screen that shows stats,
Yep.
any of those things are considered graphics. They're not video.
Mm-hmm.
So I manage all that, and I also make all the like memes and stuff that we see on the show.
Nice.
So there's a lot of like ridiculous photoshops that happen in Valorant, and that's all me making them.
No.
Yeah.
Shit.
So let's talk beards, right?
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah,
right?
yeah, this
Let's
is
talk
awesome,
beard
man.
health
Yes.
and ball health.
That
Oh,
part, yes.
That's something I've been neglecting.
Ball beard health.
Yeah.
Let's do it all, man.
Sponsored by Manscaped.
Yeah.
Yes,
Are we
yes.
No,
We're working,
We're working
that
on it, though.
sponsorship,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're
well,
working
that's
on
exciting.
it. If you
Do you want me to sponsor you guys? I can donate like 50 cents a month or something.
Pinky will donate.
That's
yeah,
not
Yeah.
enough.
That's,
He could
I don't
even
know. I
join
saw
our
a
Patreon.
commercial.
At that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You
should
can
I
get
join
a
the-
discount with that.
Should I
we
join the
give you
Patreon?
Should
Is
he?
this are we
Probably not
throwing?
join the
Are we doing a
Patreon.
little
Just a little plug. Dude, do you remember your gamer tag from like Halo back
Japanti's
in the
X?
Japanti's X.
Japanti's
Yeah,
yeah.
boy.
Hell yeah.
How did you remember that?
I just remember
Oh,
certain
man.
things I just remember, man.
So it happens on the show, like since we've been reminiscing and rewatching, like
Yeah.
it was so long ago, so there's so many memories we like don't have. There's so much from the show.
Dude.
So much happened in 3 years. Like
It's-
we don't
it's
remember
crazy.
all of it. I love the details that stick. Like
Yeah,
Japanti's
Japanti's X.
X.
Japanti's X.
Yeah,
dude, I used go ahead.
I think people really enjoyed hearing, like, we got to share, like, how much we got down on Halo at lunch.
my God.
And
Lunchtime.
how angry Bully Loomer Kyle Swan would get.
Dude, like all of us, the two of you were like the most nasty duo.
oh, I mean, yeah, we were killing.
Tell
bro.
him.
We were
Seriously,
doing
the
that.
swords,
It was the truth,
shoddy
man.
swords.
Tell
Oh my
Tell him, let him know. Shot
Tell him.
swords, yeah.
See, Rob is still frustrated.
Yep.
Bros.
We told them Daniel and I would dominate.
yeah.
And everyone would get real pissed.
Dynamic duo, man.
Like it just I want to win so hard, and I just don't have it in me. It's
Dang. Yeah.
this is kind of bubbling up now.
Yeah.
So you would be paired up with
Kyle a lot.
then.
Which
Yeah,
was
so
like
I know
let's be honest, Kyle was like the worst of us.
Hey, but he had that energy and aggression, so you thought he was gonna do a great job. It just
So
wasn't
one
the
of
case.
the okay, so like I'm getting old, right? And one of the terms that I've learned recently about like Valorant and gaming is inting, which is like I think it's like a League of Legends thing.
Okay.
But inting is like when you like rage really hard and then you just start feeding. You just run in, and die.
Oh, yeah.
dang.
Yeah. And that's exactly what Kyle would do.
Yeah,
He would just int
yeah.
super hard.
Yeah, just getting angry that he's losing, so then you're just playing dumber because you're just trying to get in there.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Snipe him.
Do you remember Daniel's Halo catchphrase?
What?
Got him!
Oh my god! Well, then you started saying it, which made it even worse.
Even worse. Yeah.
Holy hell! Oh
man.
my god!
Got him, bro.
Got him! And then Kyle's just like,
Rage quit. But he wouldn't rage quit. He would int. Like
yeah,
Exactly.
He would just
Which
lose.
is kind of like a weird like Zen moment. Like it's almost like he bathes in the rage, like the heat of the sun. Like you get to the center of the storm and it's just calm.
Dude.
Yeah, Kyle had to like emotionally calm down after lunches. You know, like there was some heat coming back into shooting.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen or talked to Kyle recently?
So he lives in like
England.
France or England now? Yeah,
Now,
okay.
a little bit.
was
Yeah.
France.
Yeah, and so he'll visit every, kind of infrequently.
Yeah.
I saw him I guess it was almost a year ago at this time.
Okay, tight.
Nice.
So, man, I love that guy.
Me
Yeah,
too,
he's
man.
great.
I saw him in, I think, December. He was like in town for one night. I saw him for like 2 hours. I don't think I had seen him in 5 or 6 years.
It's
like,
dude, he is a different looking person entirely.
I mean,
Like, well,
kinda.
kind of. I guess
Kinda.
in that like he grew the big beard.
Yes.
He wears the like. I feel like I'm like dragging Kyle right
Bifocals?
now.
What's up?
He wears the transitions glasses, so sometimes he's got the shades on indoors.
Oh dang! Wait, the ones that come up like this?
No, the ones that like
oh,
change
they
color.
automatically
Gotcha.
shift.
Gotcha.
Which is like the most grandpa thing ever. He is such like an early grandpa. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
Dang.
I feel like he's the
He
most.
always has been though. The first time he had sex, he was like, "What?"
The first time he had sex or we had sex?
Yeah. Wait.
No, he.
I heard we. I was like,
pronounce that
No.
W.
You guys remember? He was like, "Well, it's old hat." That's how I feel like Kyle went into it. Nobody else feels that.
he's a Birkenstock guy.
Do you know what I mean?
Which I think says it all.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He feels the
I get
most
it.
consistent, even though he's
Right?
done some crazy shit with his life. He feels like when I see him, I'm like, man, some things don't change, and that makes me feel good. Kyle's still Kyle.
I really respect like he is so sure of himself.
Yeah.
That is a man who like just belly hanging out, hairy, don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like hell yeah, man.
Yep.
Like
Dude,
I love it.
he's living a dope life. When he came over, he showed me footage he shot of orca hunting humpback whale calves in Western Australia.
Orca hunting humpback whale
Calves.
Which for people who
3
don't know,
orca hunting humpback whale calves.
So for people who don't know, he's like a diver, underwater cinematographer.
Yeah.
Like he lives in the ocean.
Yeah.
And so yeah, these
And
are
films
some
for
of
the
things.
BBC. I mean, he's doing incredible shit. It was
Yeah.
wild. He like showed me all that footage and then fell asleep on my couch.
Nice.
It sounds about right.
Yeah. It was late.
Great guy.
I love that guy.
Me too.
I find it funny because he and I were literally rivals in the show, but we are like the
Homies.
closest friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that is a person I consider my brother easily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Totally.
Yeah, you guys all lived out too while filming. Like Daniel was in Long Beach. There was a chunk of us in LA, and Lindsay, Rob, and Kyle were out in Santa Clarita, which is outside of LA. And yeah, I feel like there were like little pods of just like geography. So I feel like you guys
Yeah.
hung
And
out
that
more out there.
facilitated. Now just let me strap in for the juicy bits.
Uh-oh.
That
Juicy bits.
facilitated us smoking weed for the first time on
Oh,
that hill
that's right.
outside
Out of
Chicago.
an apple.
Out of an apple.
Yep, yep,
Classic.
That's
Dang.
right.
Wow, this is some shit because we talked about
smoked me out for the
I
first
smoked Daniel out for the
On his
first
roof.
time.
From the Hollywood
You
sign.
guys smoked for the first time?
Some special
Wow.
stuff, dude.
Wow,
This is some
man.
special stuff.
Wow.
I remember sitting
Stoners,
right? Hey, babies.
I totally fucked that up. I just went
Yeah,
one
no,
hand.
it's all good.
Sorry, the other hand was busy.
I had to leave for half the podcast, so you're good.
Dang.
So it's been weird rewatching because like little memories come back that have just been like locked away for a long time. And I know you haven't been rewatching, but do you have favorite nuggets from set? Do you have favorite
I mean, I
memories
think
from
about
set.
playing tag like daily.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Dude, we
played
had that.
tag.
So, like at the studio we worked at, we had that underground. Remember in the first season, it was all
Yes.
underground, like all the production.
Tag was the
offices and
best in
stuff.
first
yeah.
season.
Wow.
So
yeah,
it was
because
like
we had a hallway, like a grid of hallways under the studio.
right. So it was like literally directly below it, and you'd go down
Wow.
the stairs, and then it
You'd
was
go in
just
that
hallways, 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 and then we'd all turn off the lights and play tag
the
at
dark.
full speed.
Yeah.
In the dark.
Dangerous,
Yeah.
super dangerous.
Running around
Oh,
corners.
Yeah. I believe there were a few black eyes that happened.
Yeah,
that had
yeah.
to be
Yeah.
patched with
Yep.
makeup.
Yep.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
But I love that we were so committed to it. We're like, this is you got to bleed for the
Yeah.
art.
Yeah.
For the art.
And I was like, whatever you boys are doing. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I was like,
I mean,
whatever.
we were kids. It was so fun. Second season, I remember. Second season, whatever we did physically always got shut down because someone fucked up. Like
yeah.
it got
Kyle.
fucked up.
Dodgeball.
usually
too?
Kyle.
We started with tag on the second season around that set, but we didn't have those hallways, so we were running around the set, and I think like a piece of equipment was still out, and someone knocked over a light
Oh,
or tripped
shit.
over a light.
Right,
And then it was
right.
like, okay, guys, you can't
can't
play
play-
tag anymore.
right,
So then we played like football outside,
You cut
and then
your
I
knee
like
open.
fell and cut my knee open, and they're like,
Right.
you can't play that anymore. We started playing dodgeball, I think because of the dodgeball episode, and then Michelle.
And we had the like
Michelle
set, right?
got
And then
hit in the
Michelle
eye.
Kim
Oh,
got
dog.
Evelyn Kwong, the
Yeah.
character. She got blasted in the face
Oh, man.
with a dodgeball being thrown by a
That
grown
imprint
crew
was there
member.
for like 3 days,
and
dude.
no joke, she had the texture of the ball on her face coming back from lunch. She had like
Dude.
the imprint of the kickball, and they were like, "No more dodgeball."
Oh, man.
So eventually, they had to give us foosball and Halo, something less physical.
Carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Were there any
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
outside of Ned's stuff that you had like a set that where you got something revoked? Because I definitely did.
Oh, you
What?
got revoked?
Revoked?
Yeah, like I shot this movie with Zac Efron like years and years ago, and we were filming.
Was
at
he
this,
hot?
He was so hot.
I
Fans
knew
are
it.
gonna love it.
I knew it.
And we were shooting on this like golf course and it had like a hill.
High
that
School
went-
Musical?
No, this is what's funny is this was before High School Musical, and he had booked it while on the shoot that we were on, and I was
remember
making
this.
fun of him. I was like, "Dude, that's so lame. A freaking musical."
Musical.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Dude, like, okay, sing songs.
Good for you,
Yeah,
nerd.
and then the next thing I know, it's like the thing that defines his life.
Right.
Oh shit.
Was it that
Sets
movie?
him up
Yeah.
for the rest of his life.
The rest of his
Yeah.
life. Yeah. Wait, it wasn't the movie with Jeremy Sumter, was it?
No,
was-
No,
that was a different movie.
that's while you were on Ned's.
Was it? Yeah, it might have
Yeah.
been. Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, he's like, oh wow, like I was just like mind blown that you were on like 2 sets at once.
I
That's
have a
like the
funny
first
story
time
from
that I
that.
like.
I have
know.
a funny story from that. But so yeah, we were on this like hill where we'd park at the golf course and then we'd go down to like a horse ranch. The movie's about horses. So yeah, we weren't just hanging out around. So anyways, we take these golf carts down this hill. And every day, Zach and I were like racing the golf carts down the hill to the point where Zach actually flipped a golf cart like down the hill aggressively. And so then the golf course revoked the golf carts for the entire crew. Oh. So then everybody on the crew was like carrying stuff down this hill and back up the hill.
Zac Efron.
They were
Dang.
so mad at us.
Or you guys.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
That is a good one.
pretty solid,
Also, funny story on that set. It was in Georgia, so we were kind of like surrounded by like backwoods, and we were in a really rural town. And Zach was talking with one of the other cast members, Mike, and this random like hillbilly showed up out of the woods, and he tried to sell them a horse. And he's like, hey, and he had this like real thick, like, hey, yo, man, I'm just trying to sell this horse now. And the audio guy recorded it because they were still wearing their mics.
Oh, wow.
And then at the end of the shoot, he gave out CDs of the recording of them having this conversation with this guy because they just kept going with it. Like, yeah, we're by horse. Like, what do you got?
Wow.
And so like it's like a 15-minute conversation with this like absolute like swamp hick. It's so funny. Yeah.
Just coming through the backwoods.
Yeah, just
Trying to
hey,
make some. I gotta get rid of this
Hey
horse.
man,
trying to
you
make
look
some
like
money,
you're
man.
looking to buy a horse.
What you got that looking at?
You guys,
You could be a cowboy.
Yeah.
Hey kid, come here.
Jeez. Do you remember how much he was trying to sell the horse for?
Whoa.
You know,
What are the
Don't remember,
economics
yeah.
of horse
Of
sales?
horses, yeah.
It was hard to understand it
Of
through
man-
the lack of teeth.
Oh, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah.
So Jeremy Sumter,
Yes.
fun story. I'm just gonna
Yeah, go
Tell
on.
the
Go,
story.
please.
Go,
Yeah.
go, go.
Yeah. So in the movie we did together, we were LARPing, which is live action role playing. Which, if you've ever seen those videos of like dudes with the foam, weapons, and they're dressed like fantasy characters, and they're like lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So we did a movie about that, and my character in one of the scenes, has like tapped him on the leg, so now he has to go down on one knee, and then he turns around at one point, and I get like a sucker swing on him. So we have these 2 big foam swords that I'm using that are like Final Fantasy, like giant big ass swords. And one of them is like a rigid sword for acting and talking, and the other one is a soft sword for stunts. And of course, we forgot to flip the swords out. So there's a close up of Jeremy, and I'm behind him, and I do this like spin move, like full giant, like waboosh, and I just slap the shit out of the side of his face, and he's got this like bruise, like straight line from the pipe, from the PVC pipe that was inside of it, and I just piped his ass. Oh, that sounds terrible. That's gonna get clipped. Oh no! I've done it already.
That's what we're gonna leave with.
Coconut Head pipes Jeremy Sumter. Coconut Head pipes Peter Pan.
And then we'll get the thumbnail like, ooh, did I do that?
Oh man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my
I piped
gosh.
Jeremy Sumter.
So what was your exact like reaction right after that? Like, did he make a big deal out of it?
I mean, he took the hit like a champ.
Champ?
Like, he really did. Yeah. I will be honest. He was just like, kind of
cracking.
all right,
Right.
we're gonna keep it moving.
So I did this Christmas movie a couple years back, this Netflix Christmas movie, Santa Girl. Check it out.
Yeah.
Santa's
Starring
daughter.
Jennifer
Stone.
Jennifer Stone.
Wait,
Nice.
Wizards of Waverly
Oh,
Place.
she's awesome.
That is just one
Yeah.
big.
I know.
pool.
She's actually who got me on that movie, but she plays like Santa's daughter who goes to college, and I'm like the sweet
That's
boy.
actually real cute.
It's real cute, and it's real cute, and I'm like the nice boy, you know, the affable young man she falls for. But there's like the douchey guy too, right?
Well,
And
that's more.
there's I'm telling a story.
Oh my god.
there's like the douchey guy that like is like with her, the Chad, right? And he's played by he's a local actor out of Virginia. He's new, right? He hasn't been on a lot of sets.
I love them. I love those.
That was local.
and
Virginia's.
and no, just to be clear,
God bless.
this whole set, like this whole set was crewed by students.
Okay.
The DP, the director, Jen Stone, and me, and Barry Bostwick were people who had been on sets before. Everyone else, they didn't tell me this. The entire production and cast was then like crewed by like students and like local
So they're
people who had never
learning.
been on. They're learning.
Yeah.
Our sound guy was like a student, and they'd get up in the middle of the shoot and be like, "Gotta go to class." I'm like,
No.
what is happening? Okay, but so that's the context for this. So him and I have a fight scene. The Chad guy and my character, we have a fight scene. They're shooting him punching me first. And I'm like a little worried, right? Because he's never done this before. I'm just like, I'm telling him, I'm like, hey, dude,
Not real.
do not hit me, man. Like, it's not, like, don't get this wrong. There's no margin for error. Like, if you hit me, it's not a good day on
I
set.
wonder where this story goes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't hit me, bro. I was saying it. I was saying it out loud. I was kind of joking, but I kind of wasn't. I was like,
We know that your
You know-
jokes
you
are
know-
90% the truth.
Oh yeah.
no.
Anyway.
I'm like, bud, don't hit me, okay? So I'm going on and on and on about it. We film his part. He doesn't hit me. It's all
Nice.
good.
Oh.
Oh, wait a second.
You guys can see where this is.
Oh no.
So after all that, then we turn around
Think you're safe.
and we get to my punch on him.
No, and you do.
And on the first one, I miscalculate
Square
and
in
I
the
fucking
face.
punch him in the jaw, dude.
Gosh.
Like first take, full swing, jaw.
What the
Hit
fuck?
this kid.
Oh man.
I felt so bad.
And did he know you from Ned's?
Yeah.
That's even funny.
Oh, he hates you.
That's
Wait.
even funnier.
He has to.
What did he say? Was he so just like you?
He handled it like a total champ. Like
Like a gentleman.
Oh,
Like a
that's
gentleman.
messed up.
like a, and I felt so bad.
We gotta bring him on the show and have him punch
After-
us.
I mean,
For real.
Oh my god.
After
Yes.
all the shit I gave him, and then on my punch, like
no.
square in the jaw, didn't miss. Like,
That's
and then you had to stay in character because you only get one of those.
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
You
yeah,
stayed in character.
Yeah, I stayed in.
Which is kind of even
Actually,
funnier.
I might
That if
not
you
have.
just
I
punch
might
in the
have
face
punched him and
just-
gone, oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
just a death stare after you do it. Like,
Yeah.
welcome to the doghouse, bitch.
Welcome to Hollywood, bitch.
Yo,
Gotcha.
that's messed up. Bro.
I know, bro. I know.
That's not
It's
cool.
also hilarious.
Have you ever had any
didn't do it on purpose.
stunt fighting or physicality on set?
No, like random, yeah, but never where I got careless. And, hug that individual. Yeah, I only hurt myself like doing the worm and stuff.
Oh right. That's what his
terrible.
scar is
no,
about.
he has a
Yeah.
scar.
I got a scar right
a
here
scar?
from Zeke and Luther.
doing the
The
worm
worm,
on
bro.
set.
Hey,
I
on
re-
Neds?
No,
No,
on Zeke
on
and Luther.
this show afterwards.
no
man.
way.
Yeah, I
bashing
recused.
his face doing the worm.
Yeah, I had to get like 3-4 stitches, man.
While he was trying to be cocky and do a little.
Was this
Yeah.
on camera? Or
It's
Yes.
on camera. Yeah, they have it on camera.
For
so,
a scene.
That's so funny, bro.
Is it
dumb.
the take they used? And did
No,
blood just
it's not
start
the take
squirting
they used.
immediately?
Oh, it was like more like a drip. It
More
wasn't
like a
really-
slow
You got to
burn.
get into your
Yeah.
storage and see if you can find it for us. That
I
is
will
just,
look for it. I'll look
I
for it.
You
wanna
have the
see that.
episodes?
It was
He has the
somewhere about the
blood.
date.
He has the blood.
Yeah, he kept in a vial. So
yeah.
I can't tell if that's like the coolest or lamest way to get
It's
a
one or the
scar.
other. It's,
right,
it's
right,
leaning
right.
towards lame, but
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
I did the worm at my 6th grade graduation, and I
didn't bust your.
Nah, that's just not cool. It's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
That's really embarrassing.
I mean,
Did they clap for you though when you did it?
No, nobody clapped.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Man, I was thinking about like things that just embarrass me now that I'm older, and I'm like, what the fuck was I
oh dear
thinking?
God, that's half of why I was bawling last night.
You had like no shame.
I mean, well, that's the funny
On
part about
Neds,
it.
you had no shame.
That's what I mean.
well,
That's what I mean. I've lived by that too. I know.
yeah. Well, it's funny because like the character kind of is like a vessel to like just be uninhibited. But like in my personal life, I was like looking back at like I used to go to like work wearing like tank tops, and I'd be like in a business setting with like executives. Like at the this production company I worked at, I was like pretty tight with the boss, and like he was a pretty like high level individual who'd be making these like big time deals with like networks and shit, and they'd be like suited up every day, and he'd call me as like I want to get your opinion on things like in ear to like the young people, right? So he would always like bring me in, and I was so confident with myself that I was just like whatever, man, like I'm just why do I gotta wear sleeves, and so I would show up with like not even just tank tops, baggy tank tops.
Oh,
like
In a
nipple
meeting-
popping out.
Just taking it to
in
the
a
man.
meeting,
Yeah.
in a meeting with like the owner of like Planet Hollywood Hotel and like
Dude.
Caesar's Palace, like that kind of shit. Like people that are made of a lot of money that go to
Right.
like a lot of high level deals, and I'm like sitting there just like, I don't know, what do you want to do? Like just like chilling way too hard, and I look
Yeah.
back on that like, oh my god, what was I
my
Yeah,
thinking?
there's a tip for the listeners for your
Yeah.
adult life. Dress appropriately to your business setting.
I can
Yeah.
totally resonate with that. I feel
It's
that.
nice to be comfortable,
Nice,
but
yeah.
like at
I
least
admire my own
sleeves, my guy.
confidence. Yeah, I admire my confidence at
No,
the time, but
Yeah, that you're just like,
You can go
"So
overboard."
what's up?
maybe a little too much. Yeah, yeah.
I used to walk to 7-Eleven, which was like half a block up the street, so like a little ways, and in my Pretty Little Liars robe. In my robe that I got as swag, and nothing fucking under that, with my dogs, right? The
Just advertising
fucking robe
yourself.
lady, and just like buying candy and snacks and shit, and a copious amount, and then walking back, and I was like, what sort of like weird attention, like what?
Yeah, weird attention
They're at
seeking.
7-Eleven.
Weird attention,
Yeah.
right?
Attention, yeah.
It's weird attention,
The
We
7-Eleven
all know.
person's
TMZ
like,
moment.
is that all? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Ma'am, your bush is hanging out.
right? No, I
Do you want me to hand it to the bush?
right?
Should I?
Nope. Give it to me. I handle the
Say
funds.
now say thank you.
I
Say
handle
thank you to the
thank
lady.
Yeah.
So I have a surprise for all of us.
Hey,
Okay?
No.
Listeners, you're just gonna have to enjoy this verbally, but
Oh,
watchers,
I think I know what this is.
listen. So I asked Rob to bring something, and he didn't have
I
it.
didn't have it.
It's
I
in storage,
own it.
right?
I own
Rob
it.
has
I don't
what
have
you
it.
think he has, but you don't have it on you. It's in a
Correct.
storage unit
Correct.
somewhere.
Correct.
So I thought it would be fun.
Oh man, I hope this looks as good as I'm hoping.
Go on and grab one.
One? Oh yeah. Wait. Okay. Okay.
Reach in and grab one, Lindsay.
oh, we all.
Reach it. Oh, you got. Reach in and grab one for you, Dan.
You gotta de-netify them.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
You got a D-net.
Wait.
Let's go.
Listen,
Okay, hold on. I gotta
listen. They're
judge it
not
up.
gonna be perfect, but I just thought
All
we
right.
could do the rest of this interview.
Oh yeah, yours is
Correct.
Ooh,
good.
this is kind of cute. I got
Do
like
I-
little
do-
bangs
Do
or
I have
whatever.
the better one? Should I give him this one? I think he should have this.
No, you got the tiny. No, that's
like
tiny.
the-
Have the
Okay,
tiny
okay,
one.
okay.
They're all perfect.
They're all perfect.
Lindsay got the blonde one.
Yeah.
You got the
So
Seth Meyers.
I just thought we
Guys,
could do.
I am Kate Gosselin.
Oh, there's a net on it you can take off.
There's a net on it.
Oh
Wait,
yeah, that's why
you
it's so
seen that?
tiny. Yeah, you're being.
Oh,
You're being
yeah.
Well, that one's tiny anyway.
or maybe you're like the lunch
Oh,
lady.
Listen, I ordered all different ones.
Oh,
Yeah, there's like a
oh.
net on it.
Do
You
I,
can
I
take
don't even
off.
know how do I look in this. Am I good?
So you look, you look, you look fucking beautiful, Rob.
Oh, there's a net. Oh.
So
like
for the
my little-
listeners,
yeah.
I ordered a bunch of different wigs that are close enough to
You
Coco
are
wigs.
incredible.
I really wanted the OG one, but it's locked in a vault at the
Yes.
beneath the Smithsonian.
Exactly.
Oh.
Wow.
So fun. You kind of alluded to it. I did steal the wig at the end of production. They told me I could not have it, and I said, I don't. No, that's fine. You can have it. You can have it. Woink and stole that.
Dude,
Stolen.
I'm so glad you did that. That is your wig. No
Hell
one,
yeah.
No,
Like,
yeah,
why
for
would
sure.
anybody ever?
no
need
one
that
gets to keep that except
No.
for you.
wig?
So I'm so glad you have
I
it.
can't. You're such a little Dutch boy.
Oh yeah, right.
Says the blonde.
The little blonde boy.
You look
You
like
guys,
a
I
member
actually
of
think
ABBA.
I understand why Pretty Little Liars wanted to do this to me. I look good.
I look like Justin Bieber.
I was gonna say you're kind of cool, man.
Daniel looks like the fun aunt who works at a hair salon.
We in here.
Honey, we gonna do you right.
How are we gonna do you? Right?
What do you want today, honey?
Oh,
I feel like you look like the member of like a '60s like rock.
No, you
band,
totally
like the
look
Monkees
like
or something.
totally you.
Yeah.
wow.
Yep. And
This
Rob,
is it's
honestly,
called
you
music,
look like you could live
John.
in Menace. Like,
Oh, dude.
right? You live in
This is what Coconut Head's been up to since. you know?
right? Yeah.
Nice. You got a little bit longer. Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
you
some
know.
length on it.
It,
Dude.
sits different now.
He got laid finally.
Love
you know?
that.
Yeah, dude. When do you think Coconut Head finally got laid, man?
Not gonna lie, I think he was getting laid the entire time.
Oh.
Hey.
Wait, we're talking about Rob or Coconut?
Coconut.
Coconut Head.
Coconut Head.
Yeah, the child.
When did Rob first get his royal oats?
I was 19, I think. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
19.
Yeah. So
Nice.
fun
James,
fact.
We're all up in there.
So fun fact. I have.
This guy. Oh man.
Fun fact, I took a picture. I took a picture right after the first time I had sex and posted it to my Facebook with no context, and it's just my little Easter egg to myself.
Nice.
So one of my photos on my
Every
Facebook
now and then,
profile.
Facebook's giving you a memory.
Yeah.
And you know what it
And
is.
I'm just like, I took this
Wow.
photo and I looked so happy in the photo.
Oh,
yeah,
bud.
yeah, it was great there.
Bud.
Really
Yeah.
sweet.
Congrats.
How long did the good times last?
About 30 seconds.
About 30 seconds. Nice. That's good.
In the back of a Prius.
Nice.
You lost your virginity in the back of a Prius?
Prius.
Surprisingly roomy vehicle.
Wow.
Yeah, very roomy.
Got that big.
Yeah.
That.
God bless, man.
Pro tip if you're trying to hook up.
Yeah.
Prius.
Find a Prius owner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great gas mileage.
Yeah.
Very roomy.
I actually rode
Yes.
here in a Prius today.
Prius.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Small
Sounds like
world.
you're doing some action.
Small world.
Do you guys know the story of how the wig thing became the wig?
Please
No.
regale us.
Okay, so when I auditioned for the show,
Pineapple.
it was supposed to be like a soft, or like, kind of the hairy outside of a coconut was
Oh.
the original intent of the haircut.
I thought it was Pineapple Head originally. Wasn't the guy
Well,
originally
No.
Pineapple Head?
Okay, no.
No, in
For
the pilot,
on the
right?
pilot,
Yeah.
he was called Coconut Head, but his hair actually didn't resemble a
looked like a
coconut.
pi-
it looked like the top of a pineapple,
Pineapple,
but we
got
called
you.
him Coconut Head. Made no sense. Was not effective.
You know
Recast.
It's trivia.
I remember this. Sure.
I
Right?
mean,
he was
Recast to
there.
Rob. Wait,
Yeah.
so you're saying the haircut was supposed to look like the hairy outside of a so not a bowl? It was supposed to just look.
Yeah, so they basically,
frazzly?
when you auditioned for the role, there was like a disclaimer, like you have to be willing to shave your hair off because we're gonna shave your head and make it like awkward and rough, like the outside of a coconut, like that hairy kind of weirdness.
What?
So I was like, a newcomer to acting. and
I'll
I
do
was-
anything.
Yeah, I was just trying to do whatever I could. So I was like, yes, anything. I'll just do it. This is Nickelodeon. Like, I fucking love Nickelodeon. Like, yes. So I agreed to it, and I'm on set. I'm nervous as all shit. I don't want to say anything because I'm so afraid that, like, I'm going to step on somebody's toes, and then, you can't be in the industry or whatever. I don't know. So,
Yeah, totally.
So I was like,
Big fear.
just yes, quiet, sitting in the chair. They've literally got the clippers turned on like this far from my head in that downstairs makeup room. Remember you come downstairs, it was right there.
Dude,
and
no.
man, what was the woman's name with the blonde hair?
KJ?
Yeah, KJ.
KJ.
Yeah, so she was gonna cut my hair, and it literally Scott Fellows comes like running in. And he's like, hold on. Yeah, like I'm talking this close to my head.
Yeah.
And I had this long, beautiful blonde hair, similar to what Lindsay's
Yeah.
rocking right now.
Yeah.
And he was like, no,
my
no,
gosh,
no,
I
hold on. Can we
remember
do
that blonde
can we do
hair.
anything other than shave this kid's head? Because I feel really bad. Gotta love Scott Phillips.
Yeah,
What a great guy.
right?
Yeah.
So she was like, well, I could maybe figure something out. And she pulled out this like woman's wig with long hair. She's like, well, maybe I could kind of tie it up and, just snip. And that's how the wig happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never knew this.
Like full on dodging bullets.
yeah, you
Like,
were about
No.
to.
Yeah.
Also,
That is
would've
so
changed
extreme
everything.
for them to take up your hair and not consider.
and also whatever they were gonna do is the bob is it.
Yeah,
The
so
bowl,
iconic.
the bowl bob is iconic.
Not
that
to
would have been
mention-
so different.
Not to mention, I was only supposed to be in the one episode for one line.
Oh, we love that.
Major.
Right?
What,
So-
you
what
were
was
willing
that
to
line?
do
you
that
remember
for
that
one
line?
line.
I don't think I actually said anything.
Yeah, no, because the
Yeah.
first episode is just
Oh,
like,
just showing him in the
hey,
hallway.
don't get a new haircut.
Yeah.
Don't have
and then,
your mom
And then
cut.
Kyle, Bully Loomer,
Hey, look,
says,
it's
like,
Coconut Head, and then he.
Yeah.
So you were only supposed to do that episode.
Yeah.
So
Wow, he
your
solidified
little
himself.
cry and run away was so fucking enjoyable.
Oh my
They were
gosh,
like,
right.
Keep
this
him
boy
around.
gonna be around forever.
Yeah.
This
Dude.
kid is a fucking
Oh.
loser.
No.
Oh my
dude,
God, keep
dude,
this.
rewatching it's reminded me why you're the most requested guest. Like,
Yeah.
anytime you pop up, I'm laughing out loud now at 32.
Yeah.
That's
like
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
the line that really brought back so many memories from the first season was in the tryouts episode is you coming up and going, I didn't make it. And then you cry on Lindsay's shoulder. I didn't make it.
That was the first time that I was like, you're going to be fired for your unprofessionalism. Like,
Because
we couldn't get through it.
Yeah.
I wanted to so bad. Everybody was getting past that point where they thought it was funny. And I was like, it's still like,
fucking still
it's
there.
killing me.
Well, because
still.
you go, I didn't make it. And then we try and give you a pep talk and you're like,
Yeah.
ball on
and I had
Lindsay's
never
shoulder.
seen it. Like, you guys, I see several times when I laugh.
I love that though.
I
Yeah.
hate that.
No, you're wrong.
Listen, Jerry Seinfeld is my least favorite part of Seinfeld.
I know, but like even in Always Sunny, there are certain little clips where you see them about to break, and it's in the show, and it's fun. It's fun because you see the fun that's
Yeah.
being had. You know?
Yeah.
But I
it
know as an actor, you're
killed
like
me. You loser.
I'm unprofessional.
Yeah.
I,
Don't believe it. You're
I-
not in the scene.
I used to be on Punked, and I think
Oh,
there was
yeah.
I remember that. To talk
I
about
thought that was
I forgot
incredible.
about
Yeah.
that.
So one of the episodes, there was a bit that never went to air, and I think it was because I was laughing.
Oh,
Dude,
no.
okay, for the listeners, for the watchers, I forgot about this.
Ashton Kutcher's
Rob was one of the prankster cast members
Original
on
OG.
Punk'd with Ashton Kutcher because Rob could play like a 14-year-old when you were like 20.
Yeah. So another fun fact. There's a lot of fun facts happening
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I was 16 the day I booked, or the day of my 16th birthday was the day I booked Ned's. We shot that for 3 years, so I was 19 by the time we finished that. And I think when I was 18, I booked Punk'd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I was much older than the age I was portraying.
Yeah, and you were the oldest cast member of the kids on set.
Yeah.
Like Rob, people don't know, but like, yeah, you were you're 3 years older than me or something, 3 or 4. Like, so
yeah.
you were older than all of us. But so Punk'd, deep breath. How was your Punk'd experience? Because I remember I came and got to hang out like in the punk
You did.
control booth
Yeah.
while you punked Zach Braff, I think.
You were there for that one?
Yes.
Oh, my.
Where he like
Yeah, he
kind
went
of
off.
yelled in your face.
He did more than yell.
Yeah. He like grabbed
I don't want
you
to get
and
him in
shit.
trouble, but yes,
Man.
he swung at me and,
No.
and tried to hit me, but thanks to my large coat, it caught in the coat and it did not hit me.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Another.
Wait, so
another
Granted, I
pro
gave
tip,
him all
fluffy
the
coat.
permission to do so because I was fucking with him so hard.
Rob was
Yeah.
spray painting his Porsche and then just like being a
Yeah.
dick about it.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay,
Which
well-
one didn't air?
It was with JoJo, remember the singer JoJo, who was on the pilot
Yes.
of Ned's. Yes,
crazy
yeah, she
world.
played Lisa Zemo in the pilot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
JoJo, the singer. Get up, right
Oh,
up.
yeah, we know her. We
Yeah,
know
yeah,
her.
yeah.
We know
Oh,
her.
do you have a picture of her? Oh my god.
No.
I have a shrine of her. It's not just a
Exactly.
picture. No, but I booked that show. That show was so crazy because it was like secret agent activity, right? Like I
Yeah.
was called. I got the audition at like 9 p.m. one night to audition for Punk'd, and then they called me back at like 11 p.m. and were like, "Can you be here at 4 a.m.?"
Oh.
Yeah, it was like that fast. And then you're there for like 10 hours ahead of time because they don't know if people are going to show up early and they're setting up all the hidden
Oh,
cameras and
wow.
stuff. So you get there, I got there at 4 a.m., but we weren't, actually doing anything until like 10 a.m. And it was the first episode was an episode with Serena Williams where I steal this car in front of her.
Yep.
And fun fact about that, I didn't have my driver's license at the time. So I had a learner's permit because my whole thing was like, I'm not going to drive my parents' asses around because I know what this is a sly thing to like get me to drive them around
see
for
what this is
3
turning
years.
into, yeah.
I just want to drive myself around. So I'm going to wait till I'm 18 and then go straight to driving myself around. So I didn't get a driver's license for a long time. So the producer had to lay in the back of this vehicle that I stole because I couldn't drive without an adult. So I drive away from Serena Williams. She sees me drive off. That's the gag. It's like, oh, this kid stole a car. I drive around the corner so the producer can hop in the driver's seat and take us to location B where this whole thing is going to end. Serena Williams is like a superwoman. And she gets in the fucking driver's seat and just starts chasing me. So she's like, I'm going to save this kid. So she's actually like, God bless her. She's an amazing person. She chases us and catches up to us like 3 blocks later at a light. And she pulls up next to us. And I'm sitting now in the driver's seat with this strange man. and so Ashton's in my ear like, fuck. Because they're in like a chase car that has like all the setup.
Yeah.
And so he's talking to me in my ear. He's like, make something up. So I'm like, this is my special friend, and we're going away together. We've been meeting on weekends, and he said he was gonna take me away, and all this stuff, right? And she's like,
Oh my
"Babe,"
God.
and she's like the red light, like, baby, don't do it. Like she's like, just like, oh no.
Oh,
and
that's
so
sweet.
the producer is like, this is it. Like we spent so much money. Like fuck. He's freaking out. So he just starts peeling out down Ventura at like 80. Like 80 miles an hour, like boom, 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 like an action movie. And I'm like, I'm gonna die today. Like I'm in the passenger seat. And Serena's chasing us the whole way. Like we literally go through like back alleys behind. You know how sometimes like buildings will all be connected by the alley paralleling the street? So he literally like dips into the alley and we're like hitting boxes like an action movie. He somehow evades her after like 6 miles of driving. Like
No!
I'm not kidding. Like it was so absurd. And she eventually catches up and we do the bit. But when you see it on air, which you can find on YouTube, it's completely cut out. I drive the car away, and then she gets to the end, and there it is.
Wow.
But none
They
of
cut
that,
out the fact that
footage.
yeah, they cut out all of
the
that.
fact that there's a chase scene through
Yeah,
LA.
they did.
And a
The fact that
potential
you didn't
child
have a
molester.
license when you took the car.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
Wow.
absolutely insane. Yeah.
Dang it.
oh my God.
That's wild. How long did you work on that?
I was it was a short period of time because once you get recognizable, it's kind of kills it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
they
I
need
did
people that can't be recognized.
Yeah, I did like 5 bits.
Yeah.
And I think that turned into like 4 episodes.
Yeah.
So whenever I
So
drive
cool.
past the liquor store that you did the Zach Braff one, like I remember it.
It's
yeah,
on
somehow
Sunset,
I
right?
can't.
Yeah.
On Sunset near the Rock and Ralph's, like Sunset and La Brea.
Oh yeah, I love that rock and roll.
But yeah, I came and watched his his Zach Braff
love it.
business, which was super intense. Did you work with Dak Shepard too?
I did not. That was the season before me, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But Ryan Pinkston was on the first
Yeah,
season.
that's what. Yeah,
And
that's right.
We didn't really know each other.
Pinkston's
We're like
though,
very
I know.
distantly related, like way back. Like
Yeah.
like when the boat came over to America, they went north, we went south.
Okay.
Wow.
Um,
You
so-
just got those punk jeans.
Just got those punky jeans.
Yeah.
Dude, you remember Shaky Face? He was the one who put us up on Shaky Face.
And you guys made
Shaky
that shirt for
Face.
me.
Oh,
I
man,
remember
I forgot
that.
about Shaky Face.
Ready, you guys? You want to do it?
Sure.
I mean, it doesn't
Which
work
one?
without a camera.
Unless we take
no, we
like
can
a still.
freeze frame.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
freeze frame. Should we all look there and do
Yeah.
Shaky Face?
Yeah.
All right,
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
With the coconut attitude.
Whoa!
My brain works different now.
She's shedding.
It used to not hurt my brain,
Wait.
but now it
Oh,
does.
that really does. Oh,
Do you
man,
know about
35.
the? Oh God, that hurts.
Boy,
I'm so sorry. I don't even.
this is so
Knocks the
funny.
thoughts right out my head.
I just-
Want to trade?
You redid your.
Yeah,
Wanna
switch it.
trade?
Yeah.
Did I wait? Is it bad?
It's
Oh, okay, okay.
perfect.
I feel like I just naturally fit wigs now.
Yeah, you
Just
know,
kind of-
you know
yeah.
how to do them.
Yeah, I feel like my skull kind of like
So
bent.
do you like one of my favorite things that I recall is like just the pinky scream. That it wasn't really a scream. It was more like a guttural like.
Like a pig noise.
You look amazing.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Hey, this
Thank
might
you,
be a look,
Lindsay.
man. This might be a look.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I feel like you could definitely be in like a Swedish rock group.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
show.
Definitely.
Yeah, come to Berlin. We have
Berlin.
good times.
For part of the Valorant like video game tournament stuff, we went to Iceland a few times, and the first time we went, there was this like actively erupting volcano, which was like the coolest thing ever. We hiked up this hill, and we were watching this volcano in person. It was so sick, and exploding into the air like crazy. But Iceland was in the Eurovision Song Contest at the time.
Yeah.
And like everyone in Iceland is so friendly, but they're all like very weird. And we would all be on this hillside watching this volcano, and it'd go and like shoot into the sky. And then every time that would like finish and the noise would stop, this one guy would just play the Eurovision song from Iceland, just like over his head, like say anything, and he'd just sit there and just play it, the same song. And we were there for like 6 hours, and he just played one song the entire time. Just like representing like to the volcano, like, yeah, we support you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
So I kind of love these people.
It's great.
But he kind of looked like you. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It feels right. I can't see how I look, but I feel how I look.
I get that vibe.
You know what I mean?
You
Yeah,
look
there
like
you go. Yeah, look
you
in the
look
mirror.
like Seth Bauer.
This is a little Seth Powers,
Right?
Myers. I said Myers. earlier.
Take him down this year, Cookie.
Yeah, we gotta do.
Dude, did you guys ever talk about Lil Nas X being Seth for
Yes.
Halloween?
How,
Crazy.
how
That was
crazy
so cool.
was that?
Yeah.
That was
what
so
a,
cool.
What a niche outfit, dude.
Yeah.
What a niche Halloween costume.
I respect that.
I loved it.
Majorly.
I remember
Yeah.
when I went as Coconut Head.
Oh,
you
yes.
did?
Yes.
Yes.
And Carly went
as Ned.
Ned.
So Missy Meanie went as Ned, and Lindsay went as Coconut Head
Yep.
to like a set Halloween party. I
like
remember
that.
that.
I like
I wore
that.
boxers. I stuffed my pants with the coconut, and I got the wig. I was like so proud of myself.
I feel like the two of you are kind of like the mirrors of the two of us in a weird way.
I know. I
I
could
get
see that.
Yeah.
I could absolutely see that.
Yeah, I mean, we were all very close.
We were all very close.
We're all very
Maybe a little too
incestuous.
close. Yeah.
Well, way, yeah.
We're all very incestuous.
Those sleepovers at Kyle's, I just remember I slipped over once, and I was like, why would I ever be sleeping over at Kyle's?
Well, there'd be like 30 people.
Yeah,
and like a
yeah, it'd be a
pile.
lot of us.
Yeah, it'd be
right,
Like, let's
but
go
like
swimming.
group sleepovers are
Yeah.
like weird.
Movie theater?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There was very little
Guys, you guys are either
sleeping.
touching each other or somebody else, so it's different.
I went only a couple times. Leave that over there with that. Man.
Do you ever get like dressed up for sets or anything, or go crazy, or
I do. Well, yeah, like I definitely like for Pinky as like a. I see Pinky as more like a character.
Yeah.
Like than necessarily like me on stage.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Sorry. The
Yeah,
DJ.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
like
try
alter
and
ego.
yeah. So I see Pinky as kind of like this like embodiment of like a party vibe. So I try and kind of dress the part because I feel like, especially as a DJ, there's not much like you're doing on stage that's like visually interesting. I mean, obviously you're doing things, but people can't tell what
Doesn't
you're doing.
look. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Just
not
show
like
up
playing
with
It's not the
Drum
same
and
as
set
drumming or
and just-
shredding a guitar. Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel like as the DJ, you're kind of the people are looking at you to be like, I'm going to reflect your vibe. If you're having a great time, I'm going to have a great time. You're kind of the cheerleader for everybody. So I try and like, take it up a notch and give people that energy.
Hell yeah.
Let's whip out these tips.
Real,
Whoa.
real quick.
that's why I was
You gotta
Took a second.
you gotta get better at segues, my guy.
I'm like, Jesus.
Get right into it.
Daniel is
There you go.
aggressive. No, before we do, over the years, I have seen many fans send me photos of them dressed up as Coconut Head
yeah,
for
yeah, for
Halloween.
sure. Oh,
yeah.
So
Look
I
at
want to
that.
request any of the fans out there who have those photos,
please.
send
Yes.
them our
Please
way.
send them.
Tag Ned's Pod in the
And
in the
Pinky
story,
Pink.
and tag Pinky Pinkston because I've seen those over the years. Like I remember, like people
Yeah.
every now and then are like, "Look, my friend was Coconut Head for Halloween," and it always makes me laugh.
Dude,
So
every
good.
Halloween I get a ton of these, like on Instagram specifically because I'm most active on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like entire sororities will dress up. It'll be like 40 girls.
Oh,
And it's
I
like
need
the
to do that.
craziest thing ever. Yeah.
Oh
It's so
my
funny.
Does
God.
it feel good to have played such an iconic
You're a legend.
character?
Yeah.
It's funny because like I definitely didn't see that in myself at the time, but like, and I still don't really see it in myself. But
Yeah, yeah.
I knowing that like it organically became a meme
Yeah.
is my favorite thing because
Yeah.
I'm like such an internet
Yeah.
addicted person.
Yeah.
Totally.
That like knowing that I didn't force it.
Yeah.
People just kind of
Yeah.
grabbed
Dude,
on it.
you
Yep.
you were a meme before memes existed.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah.
literally
Like you were a
and then
meme.
you jumped on that social media platform and ran. Your little coconut legs just ran.
Ran, booty right off.
So good. Okay.
So at the
Would you
at-
DJ an event for us as Coconut Head if we do like
Yeah,
a
why not?
podcast?
Hell
live?
yeah.
Oh yo.
Yeah.
Yes, we might,
caveman energy.
we might do
Yep.
like live podcast
Yeah.
shows, around. So
Oh,
yeah,
dude, hell yeah. If we do a live
Coco
event, let me
DJ.
know.
Coco
Right?
Dude.
Ooh.
easy.
We love it.
I'm in love with
love
the
it.
Coco.
Hey.
I love to play very derpy music too, like just to kind of throw people off. So
Yeah.
it'd be fun to kind of get like a derp set.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not that derpy, like still fun
Yeah.
music.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm
at,
just saying, yeah. Yeah.
so at the end,
The wig is taking over.
Yeah, no, I know. I have to pick my kids up in 20.
I don't know.
You've just fallen apart.
I just follow, yeah.
so at
Honestly,
the end of our episodes, we try and
Whip out some
we
tips.
try and, based on any of the things we've talked about, we try and summarize each of us with one tip for the audience at home about any of the things we've talked about.
Okay.
So do you have a tip for the listeners?
I mean, I'm kind of riffing right on the spot.
Yeah, that's how we do it here.
Okay. Does it have to be related to things we already talked about, or just
Or
thing on,
anything,
on the mind?
anything you want.
yeah, whatever you.
Okay.
Anything you want. Choose your own adventure.
I will say this: coming here, I was really nervous. I was like incredibly nervous because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. You know, I haven't seen you guys in forever, and so like it's kind of breaking the ice and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
totally.
And that's something that I often encounter in my personal life is like I'm a pretty anxious individual. So I definitely, deal with nervousness as a thing. Even going on stage, right? Like every show I've ever played, I thought like I'm going to die before I go on this stage. And then I go on the stage and then it's, oh, you're on the other side of it now and it's amazing, right? Yeah. So I feel like if there's any advice I can give to another person, it's that like that anxious energy that you have within you, like know that that is something that is natural, but also is something that you can kind of be friends with.
Yeah.
And that it doesn't have to be something that is like this horrible thing. And every time it shows up, it's like it's back and the fear and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Every time you've ever addressed something that you're nervous about, you come out on the other side feeling so much better. So, yeah.
Amen.
I would
well
say,
said.
I'd say
Really
that,
well
yeah.
said.
I'm having a great time right
Yeah,
now, and I was nervous
nailed
before
it.
this.
And just
That's
this
great.
this whole interview reminds me of this like video I watched where it was like good friends are not the people that you're in constant contact with. It's the people that you really just pick back up with where you
Yes.
start. And I've felt that with each and every one of you. And
Yeah,
it's,
this is
it's
so
exactly the
freaking,
same with
like,
you,
awesome
dude.
to
It's
be
so
around you
simple,
guys
right?
again, like-
you feel you really feel like you're regressing, but not in a negative way. Like
Yeah.
you know? It's
And
it's nice.
I for sure had more nerves the first day we were doing this
Yeah.
back.
yeah,
getting into
definitely.
it of just, like,
Definitely.
not we
Yeah.
haven't really hung out a lot. Like,
Yeah.
what's the podcast gonna be? What's it gonna be like talking about Ned's? Like all of that, and then we got here, and it was just like, beep, boop, beep, boop, wah, 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 and I was like, tight, we're back.
Great.
We're back. Do you guys have a tip?
yeah.
Mine was just that. You like those good friends, like, I don't know. Those are your people. Sometimes friends can be needy. I've just kind of like discovered what that is. And you need to check in with them all the time, but people that you can just ride with, and know that that connection was pure and based on something really lovely.
I love it.
I mean, I think with Kyle, that's kind of the situation, right? We don't see him very frequently.
Didn't see him for 5
Yeah.
years, and when I was hanging with him, I'm like, oh, that's my bro. Like,
Yeah.
like friend. That is
Yep.
friend for life. Like I know Kyle forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. It's a
What you got,
beautiful
Dan
feeling.
D?
My tip would be, guys, you are cool with or without the wig, just like this man right here, Robbie
Hey.
Pinkston.
Wow.
Behind those filters.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
But an addendum to that, my tip is wigs are really fun.
Yes, I agree. And is there a coconut head filter?
There should be.
There
one.
should
totally should be,
There
right?
should
That's an
be.
easy
Who
one.
makes filters? My
out there?
addendum to my tip is I crashed a neighbor's party once. My neighbors sounded like they were having a good time. Me and my roommate, we were like, let's go over there. Their party, here's a very simple theme to make a party really fun. It was just a wig party. That's it. So they had a ton
that
of
is a great
wigs
idea.
there. It's such a simple way to just take it up from just normal party to a little bit silly fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everyone was a little more free because
Yeah.
they're like, here, you got to put on a wig. Like, first of all, we crashed and we hadn't met them, and they're like, welcome, you're our neighbors. Put on a wig.
Yeah.
And then everyone's in a wig, and it just opens up the space a lot more. So really fun, simple theme for a party, a wig party. Buy a bunch of
Nice,
cheap wigs,
nice.
give them out.
Love that.
That is a great idea.
This was our wig party.
This was our wig party.
Wig party.
And do you see how silly fun time it was?
Silly fun time. Silly
Wait,
fun time.
everyone do
do
the
we have
Ringo head
names?
bob.
Do we have names now? Like
We
with
need
these
names.
wigs?
Wait, you guys,
'Cause
Pablo.
I feel
I
like
could
we've
see
become
myself.
new people with these wigs.
Well, you're
Do I have to? be
you're
talking
still
about it?
coconut
Okay,
head.
that's fine.
Sorry, bud.
That's fine.
Sorry, bud.
That's fine.
It has
Man.
been just an absolute blast.
Aunt
I've got to go
That's-
get
that's
my
Aunt-
bangs
yeah.
trimmed.
Barbara.
That's Aunt Barb.
Barbara. Oh yeah, Aunt Barb. Barb for
Barb.
yeah, definitely.
That's
a
Barb.
100.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. 100.
100.
I'm kind of seeing Keith.
Looks like a key.
Keith.
It's Keith.
And
Oh, you're definitely like a yawn.
It's Kithy.
Yeah, Jan.
It's actually Kithy. It's Kithy.
Kithy. Yeah. They couldn't tell what gender you were when you were born. They're like, Kithy. It's kind of
Kithy.
bold.
We'll figure it
Yeah,
out
well,
later.
yeah, it can sort itself out.
And
Oh my God.
you are just,
that's Coco.
yeah.
I
mean,
Sorry.
come
Yeah.
on. Come
Long
on.
hair. It's
It looks so good and like you just.
dude, kicked it up. They call that a
Why did
kick
we
and
ever?
bump.
We should have done that on the show. It's like,
Saw, dude.
yeah. Anyway,
we love you,
guys.
Rob.
love you guys.
We love you so much, homie. So good to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being
Coconut
here.
head.
Of course, of course.
Turn up. We out of here.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. To check out clips from this episode, go check out Podco's YouTube channel. And for more weekly bonus content, come on and join our Patreon. There's plenty of room here. Thanks so much, and see you guys next week.
What's up, people? You are in for a real treat because we have a bedroom survival guide brought to you by
Love Honey, award-winning global designer and online retailer of sex toys and lingerie. They're trying to change our norms around sex and get rid of the taboo around sex and intimacy.
Lucky us.
So they sent us these 4 different amazing toys that are really gonna level up your bedroom game, okay? Come on. We have the Love Honey Rose Clitoral Suction Stimulator. 10 intense patterns, and your girl's gonna thank you for it. Trust me. This next one is the Womanizer Premium 2. It only works when it senses skin contact. Then next, we have the We Vibe Bond. Do with it what you will. And now, the We Vibe Moxie. You can pick the pattern you want. You can pick the intensity and give her that satisfaction she needs all from your phone. Or you can just use the remote and don't feel like technology is gonna take over, okay? It's just gonna help you go to the next level.
Love Honey wants to spread the love by giving away free sex toys and gift vouchers. By visiting the link in the description, signing up with your email, you're gonna get your first gift voucher. That's right, when you visit Love Honey via that email, that gift voucher is already gonna be put in your cart. All you have to do is sign up with your email, get your gift voucher, and start shopping. And by signing up with your email, you are going to get entered into all of Love Honey's giveaways in 2023. They are literally dedicated to giving thousands of sex toys away. So enter your email in the description below to get yourself hooked up with some free loving this year, because who doesn't need a little bit of that? And let the good times roll. Or vibrate, rather.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the preview.
Hey, Dev. Wow, I feel totally not on your team anymore now that you're across
Now
the
that I'm
table.
over the table?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, this new arrangement? Now
Right?
you feel adversarial?
Now I feel agitated.
Oh, for those
Yep.
of you listening, we have changed positions. I am across the table from Lindsay. Sometimes I sit next to her.
Yeah.
We love switching positions
But
here.
her belly,
Hey.
her belly button was a little too stinky today, so I was like, "Can I sit across the table?"
I'm getting a little
You're
whiff
getting a
of
little,
something.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're getting that
Wow.
belly button
Take
stank.
me as I am.
Yeah.
Take me
Come as
as
you
I
are.
am. Come as you are.
Yes.
How are you guys?
Good.
Well,
Cool.
any rumors circulating about either of you guys? Rumors?
No.
Rumores.
Yourself?
Rumors about me? Not that I know of. No, they don't circulate.
There's
to me.
actually very many rumors about me, and I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
They're not
I
necessary.
think
to bring up.
everybody
Yeah.
has some rumors circulating.
Yeah, I feel like any rumors that ever circulated about me, like I don't know about them. Like they're circulating, they're permeating people's perception of me, but I don't know it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
They they did say all. I mean, the rumors is just that obviously I'm total lesbian, and that every character I've ever played has been a lesbian.
I see that. I buy that.
What? What? All right.
In
I don't know,
Ned's, I
maybe.
mean, would her character have sold as a lesbian? I don't think. Yeah, no,
No.
because you were like boy crazy.
Yeah, come on.
They're just saying because you played volleyball. They're just going for stereotypes, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because you were kind of a
It's
tomboy.
it's called being a strong woman.
Yeah.
But that was a long. You know what? Those rumors actually affected because okay, so I have BPD, and one of the things about BPD is that your emotions shift so often you don't have a sense of self or like know what you like or know what you whatever. And fuck, what were we just talking about?
Oh, being classified as a lesbian on
Oh
the-
yeah.
rumors.
So that's the thing. So when people would say like you're a lesbian or you're whatever, I didn't have a strong sense of self to return that to, right? And so it really made me think that I was like blocked or missing something. And maybe I still am. Maybe it still hasn't come to that point. But I've said this before, allowing that question, like allowing that to finally be a question, like instead of, are you gay? Like, are you gay? You know?
Oh, yeah.
And allowing it to be that question, exploring it with people that, you know, really whatever. And yeah, coming to my own conclusion. And I felt like my sexuality was really up for debate even before that. Like I didn't even know how I felt or where
And
I
you
was.
felt like pressure about the
Totally.
question from the outside
And
rather
yeah.
than just a healthy
Right.
am
And I
I?
was like,
Curiosity.
is there
this?
something
Am that?
so big blocking me? Like, am I? And I don't think that that's it. It hasn't like come up as that as of yet, but that was because I remember when I got Pretty Little Liars, I was like, oh gosh, people are gonna think that I'm gay, blah. But I had such a problem with that at the time because I didn't know for sure. And yeah.
Interesting. Rumors.
Yeah, I fully get that. I wish more people, like, I know for men especially, it's like, are you gay? Like, it's such a, rather than like, are you gay?
Yeah.
It's
Are
never a
you
real question. It's just
are
like
you
a-
attracted to men?
Yeah.
Are you willing to ask yourself that without noise? Like, it doesn't have to be this, I think more.
It's an immediate attack, like on the playground. Where are you gay?
Exactly.
Like, "Hey, gay."
And I wish like it's nicer. I've been comfortable enough in myself in my life that it's been that question of am I? And the
Yeah.
answer has always been no. Am I attracted to men?
Interesting.
No.
No.
Except for Daniel.
I do find women like
You're the only one for me.
Terrible.
I realized like I was only able to do that though after I found somebody that I trusted so completely and you know what I mean, that I could start to feel that love and then suss out if that was there. I'm not sure a lot of people, I don't know, build to that like have that intimate a friendship to where they're able to figure that out in such a
explore
safe
or
way.
to
Yeah,
discuss?
Both.
Yeah.
Explore or discuss.
Yeah.
But mostly just discuss that and,
Yeah.
and let there be enough time with the question to like really sit with it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it's not going to be something that's answered tomorrow, today, blah, blah. This was a question for years
Right.
for me.
Right.
You know? And then I thought after my last boyfriend, when everything went so, like I was like, I don't want to ever subject myself to that kind of a thing again. And not to mention the fact that all of my like strong emotional relationships are with women.
Right.
Right. And as somebody whose physical touch is not one of their primary love languages, I could totally see myself being with like, I don't know, and ending up in a non-physical relationship with a woman.
Yeah.
Like I really feel that.
Yeah.
But you know.
I think that's cool. Like, as we know these days, everything's on a fucking spectrum.
Anyway,
You don't need like a pure binary locked in structured answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But today we are going over rumors. Episode 7, part 1, season 1. Rumors. Here's
Rumores.
what happened in the episode. A rumor gets spread that Ned likes Mose.
Yeah.
That is unbased. Ned just literally says like, we're talking about her nickname, and he walks by
Oh, yeah.
someone
I
and
like
says,
Mose.
I like Mose. Like, I don't need to call her Jennifer Mosley. I like Mose. And then some girl hears it and is like, Ned likes Mose? So a rumor gets spread that Ned liked Mose. Bully Loomer gets upset about that because he loves Mose. And then the huge crew gets upset at Mose because they love Ned. Cookie, Ned, and Gordy are going for the atomic flush.
Yes. We started a secret society, guys.
Yes,
It's
the
great.
rumor that if you flush every toilet in the school at one time, the septic pressure will make the school hop into the air.
Yeah.
So they set off on the mission to accomplish the atomic flush and thwart Sweeney, who wants to stop that plan. Ned actually gets distracted off the plan because he has to deal with this Mose thing. They try and ignore the rumor. It doesn't work. So then they have to have a fake breakup publicly so everyone can get off their backs.
I love that.
And Sweeney tries to stop the plan, but ultimately Gordy convinces Sweeney to go through with the atomic flush for science, and they pull off the atomic flush, which explodes the school lounge, the teacher's lounge.
Yeah, the
toilet.
teacher's lounge was all the kids thought that it had failed. The atomic flush failed. We flushed and the school didn't jump off the ground. But in that one section of the school, in the teacher's lounge, Sweeney and Gordy ended up flying
It
into
worked
the air.
and it exploded the toilet.
Yep.
Yes, this was a funny episode. Who has things? I liked. There was a line that I really liked, which I think it was yours.
Yeah.
Is as you're going over the plan for the atomic flush with like all of our cast. Like
yeah,
you have the
everybody
whole
was there.
cast in
Lisa
Gordy's
Zemo was there
closet.
too, yeah.
But you go, ladies, gentlemen, Zemo.
Yeah. Zemo. Yeah.
That made me laugh. Just like
Yeah. Good
Zemo,
moment.
you're there. That cracked me up. And this was a great Janitor Gordy episode. This was great Darren episode. Just really letting him shine, kind of fight with Sweeney, cutting through the door.
Cutting through the door. Yeah, he cuts a hole in the door, all right, to get to Sweeney, who has boarded himself up in the
teacher's lounge bathroom.
so that he could prevent the atomic flush from going down. He's like, I'm not going to flush this toilet. And then Gordy bribes him with science. He's like, a real scientist would want to
wanna
know
see-
if it was possible.
yes.
Yeah, so I thought that was great.
It was great, man. Darren Norris. I love when he gets like runway to go
To do his
He's
thing.
just so funny, man.
Dude.
Darren's insane. He's a
Yeah.
crazy person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a cartoon character in real life. And it was so fun watching him.
Yeah, he was the voice of Cosmo from Cosmo and Wanda.
Yep.
Guys on
Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents. Yep. Cosmo, Jorgen von Strangle, the
Strangle, yeah.
giant
yeah,
fairy,
Jorgen von
and Timmy's dad.
Oh,
Oh, wow, yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
And he's like if you remember, do you remember Team America?
Yeah.
America. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the guy who like organizes Team America. Like he's like the
The announcer.
the Charlie of Charlie's Angel. Like he's like
Get
who
it
puts
together.
the team.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Dope.
Yeah.
Darren Norris, man.
Darren Norris,
God,
incredible
so
human. Yeah, you guys got anything from this episode?
Oh, a line you guys had after you guys do the fight, so you both get beat up by the respective kind of boyfriend girlfriend interest, and then you guys are like, all right, yeah, we're gonna fight. So you go in the middle of the hall, and like, ah, screw you, I'm done with this crap, da da da, and she slaps you. That was the weakest slap I ever saw too, but it was great.
I'm sure Devin was like, don't hit me.
Hit me so hard.
Are you kidding me?
Diva.
Yeah.
Devin
Are you
the
kidding
diva.
me?
Yeah.
Are you
Your
kidding
face
me?
got your skin took on like red like for a minute. Like nobody could do like
Devin's usually down for the.
I'm down
the
for a
cause.
slap. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
really?
down for a
But
couple.
it was
Yeah,
like a little. It was like a little.
yeah, in
baby
movies
slap.
and shit. Like, let's do it. Let's do it for
Yeah.
real. Let's go.
But either way, we walked away with a weak slap. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah,
I thought the
I
weak slap added to it.
No,
Actually.
I think you
I
just
like
had.
the weak slap.
like the
though.
weak
I think
slap.
you were
thought it
just
was
weak
cool.
with
I thought it
it.
was cool.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
I didn't want to hurt you,
guys
Dad.
are gonna have to
Unlike you
practice-
to me
practice
every
afterwards.
day.
But so you guys walked away, right? And so you storm out and you go your separate ways. Then you guys come back and say, "But I still want to be friends."
Yes.
Me too. Same here.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.
I thought that was hilarious, man.
Yeah.
So one of just like, why was the toilet seat zebra striped?
Yeah, what was
Zebra striped toilet seat.
that was
So
weird.
funny.
That was so weird.
Just like the teacher's lounge,
Right?
You know,
And then it
it's
was
just.
in the like graphic at the end.
then,
like,
but
when
then
they-
it was around him.
I know
Yeah,
they
it
messed
was-
up that. They launched it with our bad CGI and then put it around
put it
Sweeney's
back
head.
on.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they just didn't care, man. I think it was
Well-
really just the cartoon element. Go ahead.
Well, whoever was on set, they wouldn't have known what the CGI was going to be. So the CGI fucked up by putting it in. Do you know what I mean? It's like two separate departments. The CGI crew obviously
Yeah.
didn't know that they put that on Sweeney's head in a scene. Do you know what I mean? And then someone just didn't care
But also,
when it was
did
happening.
our show even give a crap? Like we were doing dummies.
It added
and-
to the cartoon
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
vibe of
yeah,
it.
we,
Right.
we didn't give a shit.
Another line I liked was when Cookie's like, "Look, Ned, I'm sorry to tell you, man, but she doesn't want to be with you."
Oh, that part!
That
I
was a
actually have
great
that right
moment.
here. I
That
have to tell
was
you
really
this,
funny.
but Mose doesn't.
That
I know. Your little
Little
heart
heart
is
is breaking
hurting.
right
Your
now.
little heart is breaking
The
right
way
now.
you said it.
Oh, and then your line though was, "Hey, if I was a girl, I'd be thrilled that if I liked me."
Yeah.
Something like that. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, and then we're like, moving on. Let's go flush toilets.
And then wasn't there that flush signal where everybody was like that?
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh yeah, I was like, "It's Black Power." And then flush. At first, I felt a certain way. I'm like, I really don't want to do this.
Dude, you need to do a TikTok.
Flush. Black Power. Flush. Okay. Yeah.
Same. I felt some type of way when I saw it. I was like, did they just use the Black Power
it's
symbol
like-
for like
Yeah,
a
making
toilet
joke
flush.
of
Yeah,
it,
like
yeah.
a joke. But then it was about the flush.
When I was a kid, I felt a weird way about it, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go through this.
and it ends up being a funny joke. But yeah, I when watching it, I was like,
Stretch much? Would you have had Stephen Markarian do this?
oh,
The other cookie or the boogie? They called him boogie.
yeah, no.
Man.
Have you guys ever had like a bad rumor about? Like, I don't remember. I certainly don't remember like middle school days. Like I don't remember rumors from that time.
I wasn't cool enough to have any rumors made about me.
Yeah.
Like, I was a dork.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, this is a weird one. I don't know that I want it, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right. I haven't seen Josh Peck in a very long time. Josh Peck and I used to have we knew some similar people. I don't know why. I have the sense that there was a rumor about me that I don't know what it was, but like I saw the effects of it. Like the last time I saw Josh, this was years ago. He was like in his car with like a girlfriend, I think, and I'm just saying what up, and I don't know. He said something to me, something about like I better watch out for my girlfriend with you or something. Like, and this was not, I'd never fucking.
I'm sorry, but that is to me,
I never
that's the
swooped.
cardinal, like, oof.
But I never swooped on people's girlfriends. I was a friend zone guy. Like I was I would put myself in the, I never swooped.
Babe, you did not put yourself in the friend zone as much
with
as you
you.
think
Not-
you did.
not with you.
What about Katya and Francia and all, like, or
Katya was-
Francisca?
yeah. I'm not saying I'm not saying I didn't have girlfriends, but I also I was not swooping on friends' girlfriends.
Right.
Like that was not. I wasn't
were.
like a
I
fucking.
think you're a
like-
little more flirtatious than you think.
No. I'm flirt. No. I know I'm flirty as a friend. Like that's just how I
Yeah,
fucking.
that's what I mean.
I flirt with dudes.
Yeah, no, I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like
It's one of my favorite things about you.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just flirty, but it's not actually like I've never That's what I'm saying. I've never swooped on someone's
He didn't,
girlfriend.
but Josh didn't go further with why he.
No,
said
there
that
was
to
just
you?
like this comment that made me go, like, there's been a
Was it like a
conversation
secret? Oh, hey.
about me.
Yeah.
Like, there's been a conversation about me that I'm unaware of and that is, like, not, like, this has never occurred. I've
did he
never
say it
done
and
Did
this.
then
you
cold
know
shoulder
his
you?
girlfriend?
Yes. I didn't know his
Oh.
girlfriend.
And he
said it,
cold-shouldered
and there
you.
was kind of this
It was
weird
as
thing.
if
and
you had swooped on his girlfriend, not that. Oh, hey,
Yes.
you're
Was
you're
he
a
feeling
dog.
a little some type of way about himself?
I have no idea. I don't think I've
This
seen
wonder
is
if she
before the weight
cheated on
loss or
him.
after.
He was weight loss at that point. I don't know. That's the only time in my life that I can think of where like no, that was the only time I was like, but at the time our mutual friend was a pathological liar, so that could have had
Oh,
something
nice.
to do
Oh
with
my,
it.
yeah.
Nice. Do they have a name?
Nope, I'm not. He does, but I'm not gonna say it.
No name.
Right.
No name.
But at the time, we had a mutual friend who was a liar, and I was like,
I'm gonna
that probably
assume
has
it's
something
Drake
to do with
Bell.
it. No,
I'm
no,
talking
it
about-
wasn't. But yeah, I don't know. Josh, I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm sure.
Great guy. He was
He's got a
also
wife and
cool.
kids
He
now. I'm sure
inspired
he
me.
doesn't remember or know this, but that was the only time in my life I said, there's been like a rumor, like there's a discussion about me that I have no idea. I have no idea. So I don't know.
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Was his girlfriend at the time hot?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
She probably was. Josh dated hot women.
Okay, well, see, that's always tough. That's why you got to go for the low hanging fruit. Then you know how to be jealous.
Okay. You know what? That is
This is one way to do it, guys. I'm sorry.
what I've done my entire dating career.
Good job.
Minus
Good job.
Devin. And at the end.
Never had to be jealous.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, so rumors, gossip.
Gossip. Yeah.
Did you ever have a gossipy phase where you kind of, you know?
Guys don't really.
Oh, I don't
wanna-
believe.
I don't want to make a generalization.
I don't
Yeah,
believe.
I don't
because-
gossip. Like,
Because gossip is a thing for everyone. It is more of a like a woman connecting thing. Is like in you know in like Mexico it's like chisme, like
Chismes,
chismosa,
yeah,
like
yeah,
chisme, like what's the chisme like?
yeah, what's the
Let's
news?
fucking talk all the fucking shit. It is like a thing. But I think guys do it less. But for sure, gossip is enticing to everyone. There's something about it. It gives us like dopamine.
Yeah.
Tell me about like their shit because we're fine, right?
Yeah,
Tell me
right,
about
right.
the other people's drama because
I
we're
just don't know
good.
what she's gonna. I mean, I don't know what she's gonna do. You know what I
wow,
mean?
yeah.
No, I.
Did you have a major gossip
Oh
phase?
my god! Like I was a horrible gossip up until I really found my first friend until I was like 30, because that's kind of like That's kind of like that's kind of like
No,
all,
you're just laughing
30.
at
your sadness.
right? No,
first
because
friend at 30.
because like that was
It's
kind
like
of
3 years ago, 2 years ago.
right? Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
3. But yeah, it just it was something to where I didn't know how to be a friend. And so I would talk behind people's backs and not to the point that like but I would riff on a character defect or a situation until it was like, you know what I mean? Like it just didn't need to happen. You know what I mean? And these are people that I loved, but I just was like that type of like wherever you're like that's the other part of BPD. You blow with the wind. You don't know where you stand, and anytime you're getting acceptance in whatever, you're like, okay,
I'll talk that shit.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's tough, right? I'm sure you've read Four Agreements, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like Four Agreements is like this classic. Like it's a great read. It's real quick. It's real simple. But like the first one is like basically don't gossip.
Yeah.
It's like it devalues your word and what it's gonna
Always
create.
be true to your word.
Yeah. Well, and the don't gossip one is like be impeccable with your word.
Oh,
like,
be impeccable
it's-
with your word.
Yeah.
Gossip is not that like it's never gonna create what you want, even though it feels good.
Yeah, it's
Some
never going to
time,
create
like-
anything except negativity.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I hate marinating on that.
exactly.
It's in the
Talking
10
about
Commandments.
Yeah, talking about someone when they're not there
Yeah.
is just unfair. It's not a good practice.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
But we all do it.
Yeah.
We all fucking do it to some degree. Like, tell me what's going on with so and so. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 10 Commandments. Don't bear false witness. You know. It's
Oh,
one of them.
wow. I don't know that.
Yeah, no, I know. that
Don't
one.
bear false
False
witness.
witness.
You didn't see it? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, nice.
But what about
Nice.
if you did see it?
Oh, well, then bear it.
What about the gossip you saw?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. So when I broke away from the friend group, when that all happened,
Oh, there was a breakaway? Tell me about it. I didn't know.
well, when we
All of us split off. I mean,
But you had
right,
an
but I
early
think I
break?
was the first one to depart.
Was it intentional?
Yeah.
Were you like, I'm about to let these...
No. We broke up, and it was very painful for me.
Oh, you two broke up?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I started to feel like I wasn't supported or being told like the whole truth by other friends, which was just a paranoia that I tried to talk about, and it just wasn't resolved. And so the friend group that I went to after that, a lot of the thing about making me feel good or better, because I was very heartbroken. The thing about that was that they kind of just tried to do it to make me feel better, and I leaned into it because it did make me feel
So
better.
you started talking crap on
Yeah,
each other.
and I remember
That's where it comes from.
One of the girls left a comment on Facebook and like, Carly's dad called my mom like, "What are you gossiping about my kid about?" And I'm just like, okay, but yeah, that whole
Yeah.
situation was pretty terrible.
that's a ugly.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
didn't
ugly
know.
teenage time when you're like lost, and gossip is what. Man, if your relationships are being built off gossip, like they're gonna suck.
Yeah,
Those
and
relationships
they'll
gonna
quickly
be
turn that
ugly as fuck.
against you. Yeah.
Exactly. If your relationships are built on gossip, no one's safe because they'll gossip about you as soon as you're fucking out the door.
Oh, yeah.
It's so that's so
Yeah.
that's a rough time too.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when it happens a lot. Is again, it is less with dudes, but like teenage girls especially, that time where you're feeling maybe the most insecure is
Oh my
when you
gosh.
can gather around talking shit about someone, and that's not that's not a good basis for a
Yep.
friendship.
The human condition is just so strange that we even just come up with words to talk about the probability of people doing something that we don't know anything about. Oh, I bet she's out there probably right now.
Yeah.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, I mean, rumors, gossip. People will say things that they know aren't true too. Not even I bet she's out there doing that. They'll just,
Just
lie
straight
and
up
say
lie.
she's
yeah.
out there doing that. Do you know what I
Lies.
mean?
Lying. What was the movie about lying? What was that called?
Liar, liar.
Liar, I think.
Oh,
He's like, you
really?
couldn't lie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
couldn't lie.
lying
Amazing.
kind of sucks, man. I hate when I get not even suckered into lying because it's probably a character flaw in myself. It's like I'm trying to blame somebody.
Yeah, I hate when they make me lie. I hate when other people force me to lie to them. Daniel.
My mom always told me, like, like lying is just never the way to go because you're always going to have to come up with a bigger lie to get out of it. Lying just sucks. Why do we have that capability?
I'm gonna out my mom here.
uh-oh.
Your mom's correct. My mom, love you.
Uh-oh.
My mom Not about big things.
Say whatever you gotta say to get
not
out
about
of it.
no, not about big things, but about smaller, inconsequential things.
White lies.
Yeah, which is
Yeah, I hate that term.
But yes, my mom was like,
I mean,
to get out of like
Yeah.
a little discomfort, no, tell them the little lie. And I learned like throughout my life, every time I did that, it doesn't work. It always creates either distrust or discomfort or no, your mom's correct.
Yeah.
Just fucking tell the truth, man.
Yeah.
Don't make a lie.
There's a fine line
There
between
is, yeah.
telling the truth and just needing a therapist.
I love that.
You know what I mean? Go on.
Yeah. I will say, so we broke up, and Ned's was over. So that whole time, that whole orbit we were all in was separating. So I went and found a new friend group too, right? Like there were friends I dropped from Ned's.
Wait, so you started a new friend group kind of after two? Then?
Yeah. So I got into this friend group after Ned's that was like really great. I met some of my friends who I'm still best friends with now through that group. But at the center of that group, man, was this guy who I loved. I loved him. But it took me a long time to realize, oh, this person is a pathological liar. Like he's lying all the time about everything, about inconsequential things, which is like the real fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Is like you're lying about things that don't even matter.
Yeah.
And then sort of found out like he's kind of like pitting friends against each other with lies.
Ooh, yeah.
And once I started to realize that, like that was it. Like once it all really became clear that was in his character, at least at the time, I hope he's doing well. I hope he stopped doing that. Like,
Yeah.
I know some people who
Probably
still know
didn't.
him. They say he's good. I hope so. I really do. But for me, like my friendships are beautiful and they're built on trust and they're intimate and they matter. And when I found out like, wait, he's like pitting me against this other person with
Sociopath,
lies and is just lying about every story from his life. Not even true. It doesn't even make him good or bad. It's just a lie.
He doesn't gain ground from it. Yeah, that's always weird.
That's
Some
the weird
people-
part.
There's
It's
strange
like-
people out there, guys.
Yeah, so I want to say that to the viewers at home, man. Don't, you got to watch out for the pathological liars. People who are lying and it's not even helping them. They're just always doing it.
Yeah.
I can't trust someone like that. So I bailed. Like I took off and that was it. I never looked back. I never was willing to open that door to him again because I can't. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I can't take you at your word, if
Yeah.
I can't trust that your intentions are good, because it wasn't even like his intentions were good. He was pitting friends against each other for like pleasure.
Straight up
like for
sociopath. Yeah,
sport.
getting off on it.
Dude, it was so
I don't know if you grow out of
weird.
that.
I know.
no,
it was a really like
It's a bad seed.
dude, it was a really weird, jarring part of my like post Ned's innocent growing up, right? Is that-
Realizing that some of these people exist.
Yes,
Yeah,
because it was my first friend group after Ned's. There was a ton of great stuff from it. And then all of a sudden, that fall from grace, that fall from innocence, like, oh, wait, this is actually like really gross and sad.
Yeah.
And like peeled off and
Yep.
kept some best
Dang,
friends
man.
from it though.
yeah.
So this is what I was going to say about the therapy thing. So yes, don't lie, but also there is a fine line between trauma dumping and sharing.
Ah, yes.
You know,
yes.
and
yes.
that
Yes.
sort of small lie of fake it till you make it. You don't have to tell. Like I am so honest to a fault. The wound is bleeding and pussing on you. You know,
That's a good distinction.
Like that is just like the polar opposite of lying. It's almost
Yeah.
like too much
Yeah,
sharing
sharing,
and making that your reality. The more you speak to it,
Yes, there is a version. I love that distinction. There's a version of too much sharing, like too much on. You're
Overshare is a real thing.
You're being too honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, but you know, I mean, I guess in those circumstances, if you're sharing when someone hasn't asked you to volunteer the information, then that's where the problem is. But if someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, where were you on the night of da 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 da?" You know, tell as much of the truth you can.
yo, it takes a long time to learn that. So I empathize with anyone out there doing it. I've had to learn. Like I'm so open with everybody, so I can just like speak with anybody. It took me a long time to learn. Like, yeah, but like a stranger, I don't need to tell them.
Right,
No,
right,
everything-
right.
why- Yeah, don't invite them.
give
to
him a
that.
piece of my
Yeah.
energy. Like I don't.
And it's like, it's not gonna create what you want. Like if you're just dumping on strangers or just being so honest with strangers, like that's actually like inappropriate socially. Is like, hold
Yeah.
on, like you don't.
Proxemics, like, you know, keep
Yeah,
a
they
certain
don't
level
have
of distance. Yeah.
They don't have a context. Like you're being
Yeah, no.
too.
they don't have
open.
access to you. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to learn that. You have to like get it wrong. You have to be like, oh, I've been being so open with all these people, and actually, I don't feel better.
I feel empty.
Oh yeah, just letting
Feel
everyone
tired
have
and empty.
everything. Yeah, and I'm sure the people listening do as well, man. Yeah, I hate when people, and this doesn't mean that I'm not a listener, but sometimes it's tough for me in relationships too, because I'm like, I don't want to know all of your experiences, especially if they're negative. I'm so sorry, and it makes me feel like a bad person, but I like to keep my sphere kind of clean, especially my mental space, because it's so hard in this world to maintain a healthy mental space.
It is.
And then when you have to hear other people's negative problems, especially if they're things that they can solve themselves, it's like, get that out of here. Keep it to yourself or write it in a diary.
Nice. No, I appreciate it.
But you also listen. You're a good listener.
I will listen.
You
yeah,
can,
yeah.
yeah.
Unless someone's using me as a sounding board, and then I'm like, hey, stab it.
Wait, so how do you? I mean, I'm sure your brother uses you as a sounding board. That's different because he's in your inner circle. But what do you mean?
I think
Because you're a great sounding board.
as long as people
Do you mean
are,
a dumping board?
I think dumping board.
Yeah,
maybe
sounding
more
board
so.
is like bounce things off of.
Positive. If it's positive ideas, then yeah. But if someone's trying to
Resolve their own thing with you listening.
No. Resolutions I
resolve.
love. I
Yeah.
love. It's when people don't want a resolution. They don't
just
want
want
to
to vent
find
at
an
you.
answer.
Yeah.
I'm a person who's like, give me information so that I can process that information and then spit out an option for you. You
Right.
know. But when someone's just like, no, this is bad and this is bad and it's just gonna keep getting bad and it's just this.
I know, dude.
Yeah, trauma bond. Like I can't bond with the trauma. That's just not. That's not where I'm at with
The
it.
only bonds I've ever had.
Oh,
That's why
well,
it's so pure with Daniel. I don't feel that.
Yeah.
It's all love here.
That's a really complicated part of relationships because I know
Yeah.
what you're saying. There's a side of that where it's like, well, we all know it. Where it's like, well, you are just venting all the time the negative. You want zero solutions. You just are. You want to be here to some degree.
Yeah.
But then there's also the side of like the times where like maybe you need to just vent. Maybe I need to just share an experience and I don't want an answer
Yeah.
or a solution.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a tricky
Yeah.
line
I don't know
there,
if I've
you know
ever
what I mean?
been on that side of it where I didn't want a solution. I'm just a solution-oriented guy. I always want a solution. If I'm going to bring it up, I want us to use our powers.
I'm going to give you an
to-
example.
Go ahead.
What if there's no solution? What about a situation where there's no
Oh,
solution?
this happened. I feel like there's always a solution to alleviate. Go ahead.
I'm going to give you a deep one.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
My parents got divorced. It hurts me every day. There's no solution to that. My family is not together. My father lives far away. I don't see him. I miss him every day. It hurts. There's no solution. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's nothing to do. There's no platitude. Well, feel better about it. Accept it. It's like, yeah, I fucking know that, dude. That's what I'm doing every day. But like, the pain is there.
The pain is there.
I want my family to be together. That want isn't going away and telling me like, well, you can just not want that. You can just accept what the time is now. It's like, yeah, thanks, man.
I think there's
You know what I mean?
There's you're so right, and I want to acknowledge what you just said because we do have a lot of those experiences. I recently lost my grandmother as well, so I know that was a weird thing, and I did have to kind of bring it up. But not to trauma bond with you. But
I don't do that.
yeah, but
Hold me.
hey, I do want to say there's a time limit. So you tell me about your
Yeah.
crisis.
Yeah.
You got about 30 seconds. Doesn't take that long to get that off your chest. No, let's move on. I'm sorry. Oh wait, no,
Dude, I
I'm
love
sorry.
it.
No, but seriously.
No, you're fine.
Seriously.
Because I don't need anyone to like
Yeah,
fix.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's
You're
You're right,
this
but
is my
sometimes
truth.
there's nothing we can. Yeah.
Sometimes there's no solution. Sometimes it's just like, yo, I'm actually a little fucked up today because like this is coming up and that's how I feel. And there's no solution to it. That's what hurts. Oh, there's nothing to do because the hurt is I want them together, right? They're not going to.
And
Right?
there's not the paradoxes of the world, and like there's really not. I don't know. There's really not always a solution. That's how innovation comes about. That's how like solution, and also solutions to things that it's almost like things that can be unknowable. Right?
Until
they talk
you
about that
experience it.
thing. Well,
Oh.
even there's just this
Even
thing in the
in the
atmosphere that's
experience,
just
yeah.
unknowable. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
know it. And so that sometimes is where I think the solution exists, in this unknowable place. Not that you can't but you can't put it into
Acceptance then
words.
is what
Yes.
you're looking for.
Yes.
I think,
Yes. The solution, yes, acceptance.
But
Most of the things in my life.
I just want to share there is
ahead, go ahead.
times where like, yes, acceptance is right, but sometimes the acceptance doesn't mean the emotion is gone. Acceptance doesn't
no,
mean
no.
I'm good about it. It's like, no, that's why I can tell you this is like, oh no, I accept, like, this is my pain. Like, this is what hurts sometimes. And there's no answer to it.
Yeah.
It is kind of an unknowable thing that's going to keep moving through my life. So I just think some of the time there are experiences where there's no solution. However, I know what you're saying, which is like, if I brought that up to you every fucking day and talked about it
eating my favorite
anytime I'm sad or anytime you're happy and I'm bringing up my pain, like, I'm telling you guys, well, and now the fucking world, but like, that's my intimate pain that I hold. I actually don't want to talk to other people about that. I only want to talk to friends about that.
Yeah.
And sometimes nobody. Sometimes I don't even want to share that because they're not going to be able to do anything.
Because that's why
they're not going to do anything.
And I feel like a dumb man for it because we just hold on to stuff and then then we just get high cholesterol and go. But anyway, like me, I'm the type of person where I'm like, if I have a problem that there is no solution to, I'm generally not gonna bring it to others. I usually, I'm sorry. I just stay in the house until I'm over it, and then can come and function in a way that can be conducive to other people's goals.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw my big heavy burden onto people's.
Do you feel emotionally intimate with anybody in your life?
Certain times, I'm more of a positive energy ambiance guy. So if we can come together and amplify each other's positive energy.
Right, but I just mean you specifically behind closed doors. Are you emotionally intimate with anybody?
Yeah, like I share things with people.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like I believe you.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you mean is that
what is
family?
intimate?
Is that
Intimate,
like
deep,
intimate
in the
like,
tender
like,
parts.
Hi, we're looking like deep. Hi,
How are
hey,
you?
Daniel?
Me-
Like this.
Well, no, I mean, I think we have our own little vibe. Like me and my bro will discuss conundrums of the world, like and ponder.
That's not.
That's not emotional
the
intimacy.
Feel like
my
she's
love.
talking about.
Feel like no.
I will say, I will say, we were
I'm
on
a cold-hearted man. No, go ahead.
kind of.
Yo.
No. Kind of. You're amazing. I
go ahead.
absolutely love you. I will
And
say
yet you're so warm but unemotional.
that's
It
what I
is
mean.
So
but
strange.
I will say
love the
I was
energy.
I was
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
phone.
yeah.
I was on the phone with you like a year ago or something.
I thought we had a moment. No, okay,
and
go.
when we hung up with no noise, you said "love you, man."
Oh yeah, I do love you. Yeah, for sure.
I know, and
Yeah.
that was intimate. Like it hit me. I was like, Daniel just like casually just was like, "Love you."
Oh, I'm a loving person. I really feel like I'm a loving person.
And that was intimate. Like when I got off the phone, I was like, Daniel loves me. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And like,
That feels so
so
good.
I will say, I get what you do with your stuff and your emotions, but I know what you're asking too, Lindsay, which is like, there is a space that there are times where I'm grateful for the friends that I have where I can not bring something that, where I can bring something that doesn't have a solution, but where I can just be like, yo, dude, I'm like really fucked up today, Like, and they can just be like, yeah,
Like,
man.
I'm really scared about
and that's
this.
emotional intimacy
Yep.
is going like, yeah, I'm really fucking scared about this, or I'm really hurting about this, and there's no solution, and we won't stay on it long, but like, that's where I'm at.
And a lot of emotional intimacy comes out of, for me, triggers and trauma. So like that's what has forced me to get emotionally intimate with people, is because I've needed help beyond, you know what I mean? And
The
I've
vulnerability of
I've had to
needing
be
help.
honest
I
about
have
what
to say
this
it.
fucking behavior that I'm putting out there,
Yeah.
So I've kind of been forced to do it in like outpatient programs and all of my recovery. Yeah.
Yeah.
like I will share things. Like I don't mind sharing things, but I'm a quick tap on it. Like
It's
putting this
true.
out here. Hey guys, this horrible thing happened to me. All right, cool. Now
No, literally,
what we gonna
such
do?
a man
he
thing,
sits
dude.
down at
It's
the
such a
thing,
man
and I
thing.
literally
Putting
just,
that out there?
I
Okay.
just literally just look at Daniel. There's a little something, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, what's wrong?" And he goes, my grandmother passed away last night." All right, into the podcast, and I was
Into
just
the
like,
podcast.
there
I mean,
was
we
nothing.
have to go forward. Now, of course, mourning. That's a different thing because we had our time to mourn. We mourned, a couple days there, but it's like the world is still going on. I cannot focus on the tragedies of my first world, experience too, because there's so many people having tragic events.
We
That are
just,
actually
we just
correct.
want to make sure you're also taking care of your insides, bud. We just love you. But you've shared, even when your grandma, like you like talk to me about
Yeah,
that.
I'll share.
Like,
I don't
you
feel
talk
like
to me
I
about
can't
that.
share
Yeah,
to
you're
people.
not, you don't feel closed off to me as a friend.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, you just
just
kind of
like
like
to keep it
you just
short.
kind of keep your emotions just.
Keep the good times rolling.
Yep. You have a little fucking Coleman cooler in there, like,
Put that thing in there, boy. Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Hey, look, it's still there.
Ooh,
Cool.
yeah, my heart.
And I'm done. My heart
Yeah, man.
is
All right,
tucked
all
away.
right. So let's come up
cool.
with tips
The tips,
for
the tips.
episado.
Oh yeah, see. Rumors?
Try to just monitor how and when you talk about people, and we don't want to make it harder for anybody. And usually, gossip makes it harder
For
you know,
someone
for
else.
somebody else, and it makes it harder for us to have any compassion. So, watch what you say. Your words are powerful.
I will say my tip for this episode is watch out for pathological liars in your intimate relationships. Keep them at arm's length. We want to have hope in humanity that they can change and be better, but you can't trust that. So keep them out of their intimate life, and don't build friendships off negativity. Don't build friendships off gossip. Build friendships off emotional intimacy and fun and positivity.
Fun and positivity, and that is our show, guys.
What's your tip, punk?
Oh.
see, he's just ready to move on.
I had emotional sensitivity. Let's get on out. Wrap it up.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
Quick touch.
Skip it me.
Yep.
I don't have feelings.
Darren, like calling the next person or whatever.
Next caller. So my tip for the day will be try your best not to lie, guys, because you're just gonna have to tell a bigger lie, and don't tell lies that hurt people. if
Thank you,
you're gonna lie.
Cheryl.
Yes, my mama taught me that.
What's up, guys? Thank you for watching this episode of Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. If you can't get enough of us, we got clips over on the Podco YouTube channel. You can check them out there. And if you really can't get enough of us, we got a ton of extra content and live streams and live Q&As on Patreon. And that helps support this podcast and help us keep going and make it possible. So we love you for that. Check out the links in the description, and thanks for tuning in. Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome to the pod.
Everyone, listeners, watchers, Daniel, Lindsay, welcome, crew,
Devin.
production.
Hi,
Bang.
Duvain.
Hi guys.
Duvain.
Can
We're
I
back at it.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, please.
Daniel, how did you get that scar on your left eyebrow?
Ooh, scar on my left eyebrow.
Wait,
trying
left
to-
eyebrow? Wait, show me, Lindsay.
one?
Point it out for me.
You
Oh,
know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
I'm trying to recall. It's so funny because
Because I see it's not on this side.
it's not on this side. Oh, I told you guys this story.
Did you?
Yeah, I refused to go to the dance instructor because I didn't like their energy on the Zeke and Luther show, right? And and I bust my freaking head open, had to get some stitches.
Doing the worm!
The
The
worm!
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I forgot!
Yeah.
I forgot!
Yes, that's where I got
Oh
this
my
scar
gosh,
from.
I completely blocked that out of my
Yeah.
mind.
I
oh,
forgot about this too.
my,
Is
you
it
guys,
an
it's a decent scar.
It's an attractive like battle.
Oh,
scar,
yeah,
no,
right?
it's hot.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
very
as long
hot.
as I don't tell anyone that
right.
story.
No,
I think the story makes
is
it even
brilliant.
better.
Yeah.
That like this is my worm scar from worming too hard.
Yeah.
Worming too
No, I think it's
hard.
fine.
Who do you know has done
Wormed
that? That might be a first in the world.
Yeah, breaking your face on the worm.
I might be
honestly,
the only person with that experience.
I don't.
I hope
Oh, you
that
think so?
I feel like that. There could be some overzealous people like you.
I feel like we probably asked this before, but I forget because we talk a lot. Was it on camera?
It's on camera, yeah.
Oh.
Somewhere it is. I think they gave me like the dailies of it or something
please,
like that.
please find
I'm
it.
gonna try to find it.
Please find
Share it
it.
in our Patreon.
I want to see you like knocking yourself out
Yeah,
doing
man.
the worm.
We're in this big skate ramp, like it's like 15-foot drop and everything. But I'm just there in the middle of it, no danger at all, and I'm dancing for whatever. I forget what it was, and it just break down, and I'm going in, and I'm looking over at the camera, and so I'm looking over my shoulder, and bow. Yeah, man. Not tight. The opposite of
Oh
tight.
my
Tight.
gosh!
I
And you
love
said
it.
you didn't get stitches?
No, I did. I had to get stitches. Like,
Yeah.
I think like
Yeah, if there were, I'm guessing because this right scars.
That's a lot of
stitches,
force
scars,
right
like,
here.
or-
Yeah.
or-
Oh
or
my
the
God,
types of
that
wound
could have
get
been-
stitches.
It's so crazy. My brother has, his scar is like right here. He like, this is when we were like, I was like 6 or something like that. This was before we moved out. But we went to check out the new house that my father had, had built, or our house being built. And, it was just the scaffolding up, and then there was like still some like nails protruding out of the ground, and he slipped and fell and like hit right here in the same spot, but his was like further down.
Whoa!
Somehow he
That's
didn't poke
actually-
his eye out.
Somebody didn't poke his eye out, and now you guys have like a matching scar. That's kind of like
Random,
that's kind of
yeah,
cool.
right?
That's kind of
That
cosmic.
is like, thank God.
How you guys are gonna like this?
Uh-oh.
That scar,
Yeah.
would get seen in any photo shoot you do. The episode we're reviewing today
Nice.
is photo
Yeah.
day.
Nice segue.
You like that
Nice,
segue,
nice,
guys?
nice, nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
photo shoot
Yep.
episode.
Photo Day is the episode of the week that we'll kind of discuss loosely for about 10 minutes. Then we're going to move on.
Tangents.
I know some commenters don't like that part of this podcast, but
my notes.
Oh, your notes.
it is what it is. Season 1, episode 7, part 1, I think. Wait, 7, part 2. I don't know. I'm lost.
One of
You
them.
guys at home, comment and tell me. The episode is Photo Day.
Yes.
Mose is anxious about her terrible photo taking skills. Cookie is also afraid that he will not take a good photo. He resorts to technology and invents Photoshop.
Yes.
Ned is perfect. Ned takes perfect photos, so perfect that there is we introduce Scoop.
Scoop.
Played by Vincent
Martella.
Yes,
Yep.
Vincent's great, man.
Yeah.
He plays Scoop, the old-timey school newspaper photographer and writer. Hey, the camera loves ya.
Yeah,
Perfect.
perfect.
And then every
Yeah.
time he looks at Mose, he says, ooh. So Ned the whole time is trying to give tips to Mose on how to take a good photo and help her smile, and in doing so, he gets tarred and feathered and turned into a chicken and ruins his own photo. Cookie first invents Photoshop,
Yes,
but,
yes.
but the photographer uses film, sweet
Yeah,
emotion.
film instead. Yeah, man.
And,
And,
so Cookie's solution,
Have we seen Fred Stoller before this?
this is our first time with Fred Stoller.
Yeah, he did so great.
And so Cookie's solution is to audition other people to play him, and he chooses a gorgeous model.
Yes.
to
That's my
play
favorite
him.
line. It's like looking at a mirror
Inc-
in my imagination.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Great, great.
I loved that sequence. Yeah, and so it ends with Ned being a goofball, Mose taking the perfect photo, Cookie being a model, Simon Nelson Cook, the gorgeous model, and everybody's happy and cue bloopers.
Yeah. So what's the moral? Well, for Cookie, it was that, hiring. Well, two morals for Cookie. Sometimes technology will not
Solve
not
your problems.
Solve everything.
Yeah.
And then this other moral, which isn't a moral, is that sometimes you can not be yourself and be very happy. Which kind of sucks. But hey,
No, it's just funny. It's funny.
moments, good
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah, what do I have? Fred Stoller was in this episode. Fred Stoller has been in a million things. You can look up this actor. He's just been in a million things. I remember him most vividly from there's a scene in Dumb and Dumber where he gets knocked out. He gets punched in the face through a phone booth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
Fred Stoller's been in a million
For
things.
some reason, I thought he was the guy who did "If You Have Clear, Dry Eyes."
Eyes.
No,
So
but he
that was
reminds me of
Ben
that guy.
Stein.
Ben Stein.
Yeah, but I think I know what you mean. Fred
Just
Stoller
gave me that
reminds me
feeling,
of
yeah.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. And he
Totally.
probably
Dry,
had
clear
a
eyes.
commercial
Wait, and then Steve
campaign
Nye
here
was
and there.
totally different.
Bill Nye?
Bill Nye,
Wait.
the science guy.
Yeah.
yeah, but they're all in that
Wait,
same vein.
Steve who?
Don't know, Linz.
That's great. That's great.
Don't know, Steve. You brought up Steve.
No, you said, who was the second guy you said?
Ben Stein.
Ben
Oh,
Stein.
Ben Stein.
Steve
Ben
who?
Stein.
Who's
You know
Steve?
what?
Dude, a great line was from Meshack when he's like, I can tell by your unusually civilized appearance that today is
photo
picture day.
day.
Yeah. I thought that was
Hilarious
man.
line. Yes.
And that's so real,
good.
man.
Yeah, that was a
So
great
real.
line. And we do give good tips for like insecurities around photos, although this was a much different time.
Right.
We did not have cameras in our pockets during
No,
this
no.
time.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I think we're still insecure about photos, but like now all of us have like 6,000 selfies in our pocket because we take photos of ourselves
Yep.
when we're alone.
Yep.
And not alone.
By the way,
We all do it.
there was this really awesome cut of SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Getting up. Yeah, he was
Right?
one of the.
It was so cool. It was
Oh, it's
just
just a photo of, yeah, just
Yeah,
one of the guys taking
like,
photos.
right.
Oh, and like, don't
yeah, it was like,
overdress. Don't dress
yeah, it was
like
like
someone
it was
else.
like someone was wearing
Don't
like
dress like
a
yourself.
live massive SpongeBob costume,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dressed
that
up
was
as your
that was
favorite
fun.
movie star.
Yep.
That was great. Yeah,
Yep.
don't overdress yourself.
Really fun little nugget
that's-
in there.
that is a-
interesting.
Yeah, that's a nice little nugget.
And then my other favorite thing was Alex in his long shirt and like basketball shorts and he has to pull up.
Yeah, he looks like he's wearing no pants, and then
pants.
he's got the little short,
No
little
pants.
short.
He did
on.
it so well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This cracked me up. The montage of Cookie auditioning different cookies was just really
It's like, I'm just
fun.
not
There's like
feeling
a
the
su-
cookie.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
like a sumo wrestler. You giving like the notes as the producer. Like that was just
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
that was
yeah.
just fun times.
More energy,
Mm.
more and there's that one line that I have, which is like, is there no one who can capture the real inner me? And it's like, bro, it's yourself. Just be yourself, dude.
So funny. The model walks in, so good.
Do not take the wolf. Don't take the wolf.
Oh, yeah,
That
exactly.
was so cute.
Yeah, there's like a seriousness around taking the wolf, which is the not present photo. They just put the mascot up. Oh, so there's a scene in this episode. So Ned gets tarred and feathered, which was like a classic slapstick thing that would happen in comedies, right? Is you get something sticky on you and then feathers on you. You're tarred and feathered. I'm sure there's some weird history to it, but we just know it from a lot of old comedies. So it's in there. Ned is trying to make Mose laugh. He gets covered in honey and feathers and like literally a chicken's like red
glove, the red glove.
Yeah, the red glove. I remember Scott Fellows telling me how he wanted me to do the chicken. Like when I watched it, I remembered him going like, I want you to like be wiping off the feathers so you're like actually being
wing
a
thing.
chicken. I love when Scott's just so right about things, which is every time
Tarring
on
and
this show.
feathering is a form of public torture and punishment used to enforce unofficial justice or revenge. The victim would be stripped naked or stripped to the waist. Wood tar was then either poured or painted onto the person while they were immobilized. The victim then either had feathers thrown on them or was rolled in a pile of feathers.
And I'm sure this was mostly used in a racist manner.
Probably.
Yeah, but
It'd be like that.
it gets put into comedies.
Yeah.
Right, but it
'Cause
was
it's
back
not
in the
about that.
It was in England somewhere where it started.
in the 1100s.
Oh, wow. So then it's just way
Just
back.
terrible
Wow.
punishments for.
Yeah, wow,
Yeah.
that is wild.
Yeah, I knew it
Humans are
had some like
horrible.
horrible past, but then somehow it got resurrected in like slapstick comedies. Like it's like used a lot.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
like
Uh,
but it makes sense because narrative is like mythology and
Ah.
like it's a
Yeah.
way, it's a visual way of tearing someone down. It's of
Yeah.
like lowering their image,
Right.
lowering their reputation,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And
Like-
what they say, trauma plus time is comedy. So all
Ooh,
of the
yeah.
horrible things from human history
Damn.
generally end up becoming some form of
Damn.
Punchline.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Tough.
Yeah, another solid Ned's Declassified episode. I just want to say to the viewers who comment that they want us to talk more about the episode.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's it, bud.
That's all we got. We
Like,
don't
what do
know
you
else
want
to
from
talk
me?
about.
It's
Right.
an 11-minute episode.
Yep.
Photos.
Yeah.
Photos. How are kids these days doing their school photos? Can you like submit your own photos? I feel like
No
that would
way.
help out now.
It would, but no
Because
way.
the schools want to make money. Like what's
Make
the...
money, and they need to be uniform. Like it needs to be the same image. Like
What if I take a really great photo? They should take my friggin'
no, because what if
Permission.
your background's like it needs to all look the
Uniform.
same.
Why,
Do you know what I
though?
mean? Because that's how yearbooks look.
That's how yearbooks have looked.
I feel like we're just in these new ages where like we can kind of.
And I'm sorry, there's probably going to be a digital yearbook. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well,
I
why
don't
can't I
know.
upload a new photo every 10 months on the digital one? Why keep the same horrible?
Do you guys
photo?
have any old yearbooks like in storage or anything?
I had. Well, not that I hold on.
Yeah, for
Right.
some reason they
But
gave
you're
us
holding on to those love letters, huh?
The love letter. Well, just
I'm just fucking
it's
with
this
you.
one little desk I have. I mean, it's-
Dang. Oh wow. Yeah. School photos. What was your question? I can't
Do you
keep
ha-
anything in my
Yeah,
head.
what's
Like,
going
I have
on, man?
No idea. I have no idea.
yearbook.
Do you keep any yearbooks? I feel like I probably have
For
some in
some-
storage somewhere.
For some reason, they gave us one leaving 7th and 8th grade, and I was like, "Is this a California thing? Like that just seems so weird."
What do you mean? They give you
Um,
one every year.
yearbook.
What do you mean? It's a yearbook.
Oh no, I thought yearbooks were for high school.
Oh no, I had one every
in
year.
middle school?
Middle
I
school, elementary
definitely
school.
didn't have that.
Oh, what?
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Nebraska?
Every single year.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
put out a yearbook
um,
for the school.
So I don't know why, but like some shit ass kids ran it, and they put my quote is something different than I wanted, and like
Aw,
this
that's
and that,
Aw.
and like I was just like, you guys,
No,
and
that's
they were
lame.
like, you have a stupid lunchbox and a stupid car, like just stupid, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
at least you could put my fucking quote.
Hey,
you know?
that's messed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, yearbooks are probably obsolete now. Do kids read books these days? Does Gen Z read books?
Well, and they read, but even having a yearbook is obsolete because we all have fucking Instagram and Facebook. And
It's like, yeah, you'll see my best photo on the
Yeah.
internet.
Have a great summer.
Did I just
have
say Facebook? Oh yeah, have a
You
great
d-
summer.
you did say Facebook,
Keep in
which
touch.
no one's
Yeah,
on.
Facebook. I'm that old.
KIT.
I don't even use Facebook.
I know.
I said
KIT.
Facebook.
But
KIT,
yeah. Everyone used to write for the listeners who don't. I'm sure these have to still be out there, but
Yeah.
you would sign like the yearbooks, and everyone would write, what hags. Have a great summer.
Oh yeah.
What was
Oh, yeah.
What was KIT? Keep in
Keep
touch.
in
Yeah,
touch.
because you would pass your yearbook around and
At the end of
everybody
the
would
year.
sign it, and
Sign
then
it.
people would be like, "Make sure you don't put KIT on mine, okay? Make it like
Make it
thoughtful."
personal.
Yeah, personal. There. you
Yeah. And like, oh, they didn't sign my yearbook.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, strange times. Strange times.
Wild, weird times.
Wild and wacky stuff. Huh?
Right? What about those wallet size pool photos?
I remember those.
Those
yeah.
are
And
for
they gave
parents.
but they gave you like 10.
Well, you had to order them,
like
I
I got
think.
10 parents. No, I'm joking.
No, I mean, there was this one package
Barb
where I think
wanted
they
them.
just can't. I mean,
She was like, give me
there's
10 of the
still
wallet size.
there.
Oh.
I still run across those every which.
I'm sorry to the listener. You're not going to be able to see this, so please watch this moment on YouTube. But okay, couple things.
No.
Couple things. So I went rooting through what I do have in storage accessible to me, and I found some great photo albums from Ned's. There's good stuff in here, okay, guys? I found, for the watchers, these are the original Ned prop guides.
Nice.
These are the guides. These are what Ned walked around
Roll back.
school in.
You're
Don't
so
show them.
working.
Don't show
Oh,
the. Don't
okay,
show
well,
them the insides. By the way,
No?
keep that mysterious, man. Everyone wants to know if they're full of tips, and I want them to
yeah,
think.
don't show them these insides.
I want them to think that they are full of tips. But what I also
this
found. What I also found.
Moses' arm pooping hurts?
My arm-
Mose, is my arm pooping hurts? What does that mean?
Moses
Ned?
poop, my arm hurts.
Oh, Moses poop. That's an ing. Moses pooping.
Moses pooping.
My
My
arm.
arm hurts. It's
Can-
exactly pooping.
Can I see this?
Oh my
I
god.
wanna
That's
see, I
great.
wanna see.
Oh wow.
It looks like my handwriting too.
Right? Sure.
Yeah, that actually
And
does.
this dookie right here.
I feel like that was me. It looks like my handwriting. But what I did find, Lindsay Shaw,
What, Devin?
is this your first headshot?
Oh, she
Yeah.
looks Hispanic there. I don't know why.
It's the black and white.
Probably,
Dude,
probably.
I for the listener, I found from the
Okay, we
pilot
can just showing them that.
from the
Like, you don't have
pilot
to
of
say
Ned's
what I said.
Declassified, Lindsay Shaw signed a headshot to me, and it really. Can I read it?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
snarky comment.
I'm sorry, JoJo.
All right, guys. Here's some good stuff. Here's what Lindsay signed, and it really, yeah, it's great. It says Devin, and let me just. This was from the pilot. Lindsay and I had a great time. We were super close. This is what she signed to me at the end. To February 28th, 2003. Devin, you and Joanna are so cute together. Who she's referring to is JoJo, who played the original Lisa Zemo on the Ned's pilot, who we were friendly, but I don't think I had a crush on...
I can't remember
I
that
kn-
part either.
I know. I don't think I had a crush on JoJo. I don't think we had any of that. We were friendly on the
Jealousy.
show, but Lindsay was jealous at 12. She said, you and Joanna are... This is on our goodbye signing headshot.
You know
You
what?
and Joanna are so cute together.
Oh, how many O's?
You...
How many O's?
3 O's.
Oh,
She
okay.
says, you know what y'all want to do.
What did 12-year-olds
That's what I wanted to do.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I wanted to do.
You know what y'all want to do. This is what we call projecting.
Yes, yes. What I want to do.
And then anyway, this is so funny, Lindsay, this premonition. Anyway, when you read this 30 years from now,
Oh.
you'll realize how disturbed I really was. But for now, just plague yourself with this. And then you gave
Wow.
a score to foosball 7-8. Love Lindsay,
Look.
aka Moz.
It was actually spelled
Dang.
M-O-Z for the in the
Yeah,
pilot,
for the
and
pilot.
then it added
Oh,
an E.
was-
Moz,
Yeah.
M-O-Z. The fact that you knew, the fact that you assumed I would keep this for 30 years,
Dang.
which turns out I did.
I have yours
Dude.
too.
Really?
You signed me one.
I
Yeah.
wanna see-
I
I
know.
wanna see
Let
it.
me bring it back.
I wanna
Yours
see
said
it.
something like, "Oh, such a great time."
Yeah, I bet it said
wasn't
something.
jealous.
It wasn't jealous.
Keep in touch.
I'm sure it wasn't jealous, projecting insanity.
Oh my
No,
God.
no, it wasn't. Honestly, that should just tell you how much I care about you, Devin.
This lets me know that you had a crush on me from day
I
one,
told
square
you
one.
that.
Dude.
I've said that on pretty much every podcast.
Lindsay's just been manifesting. I think this is just your world. We're just invited
Okay,
guests.
That's what I
She's
mean.
creating it as she's
This
going.
Okay.
brings me so much joy. Your little precious first headshot face, and then this like insane baggage at 12 years old.
Baggage.
You
Listen,
know what
she-
y'all want to do? Oh my god!
Look,
Where was your mind though? I'm like, you know what y'all want to do? Like, I don't even know.
Bro.
Let me see.
Enjoy that.
I'm not sure what it meant.
And
either.
like JoJo and I, there was
I
like
know.
we were just like
I know.
we were cool friends on set.
I know. I think it was just
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what it was?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what it was. It's the beginning of BPD right there.
Kind of though,
Dang.
right? It lets me know it was before the drugs.
Yeah.
and
Which
some
is-
part of that
It's
kind
nice.
of nice,
right? Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Like
No,
was,
it is.
Like it was just in there, baby.
It was just, it was going to get triggered one way or
yeah, it
another.
was just in there.
Right?
You know, you can forgive yourself.
She
a little
looks like
bit.
she's got a trigger to be tripped.
Man.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what a treat. to
She's
find
looking
that.
like, hey,
Look
Hey,
at some of these credits back here. Let's
how
see.
dare you? There's nothing on
Television, E Patrol commentator.
there. How dare you? That's a
Planet
recycling show.
Productions. It was a recycling
it was
show?
made up.
Recycling
It was
show
made
in
up.
Nebraska.
Okay, nice.
And by show, she means public access television.
Yes,
Right.
that's exactly what I
commercial.
mean.
She was in Boys Town. She played
Okay.
a student. Mutual of Omaha, principal, daughter. Okay, nice. Stage, The Christmas Chronicles. Community theater.
Okay.
Scoop
Okay.
Early, lead, nice. Radio, U.S. Open promo, New York and NY. Okay, you was going places.
Okay.
Bi-coastal. All right, Godfather's Pizza, national ad.
don't
This is so
remember
much
that.
stuff, girl. Pamita ads? Nice.
Pomida.
Pomida.
I don't know what Pomida was.
Father's Day, something.
Oh, yeah, the
School Uniform magazine, right?
Yeah.
That too. Okay. Kids Apparel magazine. Acting lessons. Jerem. I don't even know if we want to shout
Yeah.
these people out. Special skills. She can quick read. Very good at cold reading. That's great. She
Mhm.
really is. Taekwondo. All right. So, you know,
Excuse me?
I'll sneak up on her.
13?
Bro, she's on
Taekwondo?
top of it.
Yeah, that's what I did all in Nebraska before I got out.
Wow, you were
Oh.
out there.
Yeah.
Chopping folks.
You were
yeah,
out there
from like
chopping
9.
cows.
Yeah. Cow chopping.
She looked like she could chop. She could chop.
Hey.
I can see that. Hobbies and interests were reading.
First of all, the improv acting.
Oh,
Improv acting
improv
I didn't
acting, yeah.
get good at until I was 30. I'm going to be
But it
really
was there, it
100%.
was there.
I was terrified of improv.
Everyone kind of
This was also a really funny part about child acting and maybe acting in general that
beef
that,
up the
that-
stats.
Yeah, that people don't know. So
Horseback riding.
nowadays everything's different. It's all digital.
Ice
But you used to
skating.
have like this resume, and they would
Yeah.
ask for special skills.
Yeah.
And every single actor on the face of the earth would lie about their special skills: horseback
Yeah.
riding, fencing.
I don't think I'd been on a
stage
horse.
fighting. No, of course
Hockey.
not. Hockey.
Collecting.
Beanie Babies. What
That's
a skill.
put on there. No, that's as an interest or a hobby, right?
Yes, collecting
Still,
postcards, Beanie Babies.
Like, why? Who cares?
Why?
I mean,
this
hey.
is one of my hobbies, you guys, in case I need to be somebody who's
Great.
collecting. Also, what the hell?
What happened?
Oh, this community theater thing? That was
Yeah.
just my school play.
Yeah, for sure. It's all
You know what I
good.
mean?
You gotta do it.
Did
gotta
you
be in the
do?
stats.
Did you do community theater or school
My,
plays?
my bro did like community theater, and like I think I got dragged along to some stuff as a kid.
Okay,
When-
I for sure did.
When I got to California, though, yeah, I did what Guys and Dolls. Oh, and I was like in Greece. I played Danny in Greece. You guys came to that, right? Yeah, you
No.
did. You came.
That like is ringing a distant bell in
Dude,
my
this
memory,
is when I was
dude.
in high school, dude. I played Danny Zuko and
that's
at the
like-
Long Beach
Definitely
Amphitheater.
weren't
That-
friends in high
yeah,
school.
no,
no.
we were
Okay,
already
okay.
we were
Yep.
out.
Yeah, split. Okay.
But that's like ringing a distant bell in my head,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. Randomly, Hutch Dano and his family had came to see it too, and I didn't even know them at the time.
No
It was
way.
big.
You weren't
How
on Zeke and
weird.
Luther at the time,
No, it was before Zeke and Luther. Yeah.
and Hutch came because he knew someone else in it or something.
No, he just came because it was like being advertised. I remember being like, oh, they should have paid me for doing this. Like it was this huge play. Like I was in this performing arts school in Long Beach.
Wow.
But,
That's
Oh.
right. You went to a performing arts school.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, I loved musical theater. But
And-
at that time, I wasn't doing it.
And Hutch
Wow.
and dude, that's that's so bizarre. Hutch Dano played Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke and Luther.
Zeke and Luther, who you ended up on with, and he happened to be at this performing arts performance of
Yeah,
Grease.
him and his sister. Yeah, his mom and sister. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
would have like died to see
I
you
know
in
to
that.
see him as
Wow.
Danny
Wow.
Zuko. That's amazing.
I want to see him seducing Sandy.
Oh, it was fun. It was fun. Oh yeah, we had to change all the lyrics because there's some questionable lyrics. in
for
that thing.
sure,
yeah. Summer
dude.
loving had me a blast. Yeah, it was
Add me a finger blast.
I mean,
You know what I
pretty
mean?
much. Yeah.
Great movie.
So loving. I came so fast.
Nice. She was sweet, just turned 18. Like, wow, did she?
Well, hey, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
But she was
just
good.
turned 18.
You know what I mean,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah, and those dudes were like 40
Good
in the movie.
right? Right? No,
Kaneki?
Yeah. He was an old guy.
Kaneki
for
was
sure.
Kaneki
No.
like 38.
no. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was held back.
He was
14
held back.
times.
Yes.
I definitely started in community theater.
Nice.
And did like the musicals and stuff, like in Atlanta, like, just like cute shit.
Didn't you play like Simba?
No, I played the wolf in Little Red Riding Hood, and my mom like made me like a wolf like outfit.
Oh.
How precious. She cut holes out of jeans, so there's like a hole in the jeans, and then would put fur through it. And then she made me this little like wolf hood. Pretty
Nice.
Pretty epic, Valerie Werkheiser. Pretty epic.
wow.
Do you think
That is
that's what
so
got
cool.
you the cast? Like, did you get casted because of the wardrobe, or was it off your raw talent?
I love this question.
Hey.
She made it after I got
Oh,
cast.
okay.
She made it for the production.
She made it for my
No,
audition.
no,
Yeah.
that's what I
Sure,
love.
we believe
it's
you,
me
Deb.
showing up like,
Hi. Let me get my.
I have my own costume. Hold on, my mom made it.
ready yet. That's
Yeah, no, I loved community theater. That's where I got started. Like my parents, I was like a little. I loved like lines in movies, and they were like, "Do you want to do community theater? Like you're weird. Like do you want to go do
You're
something
weird.
like that?
Go be an actor.
Yeah, like go do that." And I was like, "Yeah," and I loved it. That was where I got
Ace
my
Ventura.
start.
Was your-
Oh,
was your
wow.
thing, right?
Wait.
I love Ace.
Oh, that's who. That was like the
Ace
role model.
Ventura and Austin Powers were like the
Right,
movies
right,
that
right.
made me want to
Yeah,
be an
right,
actor.
right.
Yeah.
I know some
Yeah.
people have like some cool like James Dean and Marlon Brando. It's no, dude. I was
Jim
five.
Carrey.
I was 5-6 years old. It was Jim Carrey and Mike Myers just being like, "This is the greatest thing in the
Yeah.
world."
Totally. Yeah, it was Julia Roberts for me.
What movie?
Pretty Woman.
Oh.
Classic.
You know.
Down.
And about Pelican Brief, Sleeping with
Oh,
the
I
Enemy.
mean, yeah.
All of them.
All the things. What was your what were the movies like
Ooh,
early
that
on
inspired
that
me?
were like
Well,
it?
I was big
was
into like
it?
Mad TV, dude.
Oh,
Like,
Mad
yeah,
TV
that
was
type
All right,
of
so
shit's
good.
hilarious.
In Living Color was
Yeah.
a big thing for me,
Yeah.
so that's right in that Jim
Hilarious
Carrey kind of vein.
Yeah, and in that sketch zone.
yeah. So the Wayans brothers, their
Dude.
show was awesome.
Oh my gosh, the Waynes! I loved that show.
yeah, they were
We're
great.
brothers.
We're
yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
That's great.
They
Yeah.
were awesome.
Yeah, man.
Did you ever do like sketch after after Ned's like?
Not specific, like nothing big.
Dude,
like I mean, comedy, improv, and stuff.
How
but-
fun was Smosh? Like,
Oh, Smosh was dope.
I feel like you were so
I
like
was
I
locked
want
in.
to
I
see
felt
you
good.
in more spaces like that,
Yeah,
like
it-
in
well,
more
I
of
agree.
these like broad
Yeah.
comedic
Dude.
Yeah,
spaces,
yeah.
dude.
Fun.
You
Because
killed me on
it
Smosh.
always, it always not surprises me, but I'm always just like, whoa, at what you're down for, and like, I don't know why he seems more grown up and manly than us.
Yeah, no, yeah,
You know?
yeah, no, I do because sometimes
better.
it's like, oh, like Daniel's like so contained, so
Right.
grounded, so reserved, but then like big broad
It's time
humor,
to
you
go,
were
it's
like,
time to
let's
He's
go.
like
go.
Pokeball.
Oh yeah, the Pokeball.
Get in there.
They cut one of the scenes I loved, which was like the green haired bit where I came out with the baby. With
Wait,
the
did they cut
green
it? I
dinosaur.
feel like I saw it.
No, it wasn't in
Oh,
the
maybe
thing. I was
not.
like, dang. I was like, I think it's because it said bastard.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, for any listener or watcher who doesn't know, we did there's a Smosh YouTube channel, their game, Try Not to Laugh. The three of us were on it. You can go watch it. It was just really fun to play with them, and it's such a fun, silly environment.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd like to you could like be on Smosh, dude. You're funny.
I mean, all you guys, y'all killed it, man. I loved watching the stuff.
I can't watch any of our stuff back.
Oh dang, no.
It's too painful.
I don't. It's not even painful. My interest is no longer in the product. Like if y'all, and besides, I'm in a business with two other people who have eyes on the product.
yeah.
It's way more about process for me now.
I love it.
And
Right.
there's not a lot that I watch or listen of myself.
I fully get there's a lot of actors out there who film massive movies and never watch
Watch
them. When I was younger, I didn't get that. Now I fully get
Yeah.
it. I fully get it because watching it back sometimes it can just be a trip. Like
Yeah.
it's just not. It might ruin the experience, and there's nothing you can do after the fact. I know for me
Right.
as an actor, whenever I watch something, I just want it again then because I'm watching it back. Like I'm like, oh, give it to me again. Now I can see things that I want to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I now have the bird's eye view in the distance from it. Like give it to me again. So sometimes it hurts to watch, but oftentimes I watch because I'm trying to learn, or for like this, I'm trying to watch like what's our flow. Like I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
But I love it. Like I get not watching. I get those actors.
And
that don't.
I think like I mean, good God, Adderall and cocaine make you so hyper focused on yourself and all of the little things that you're putting out and all it. God damn it, I was just so sick of myself by the time I turned 30, dude.
Damn.
Like my selfie game went down. Like I mean, it's only when I was using that was and I was just turned on all the time for myself because of that. You know,
Yeah, the ego.
I
the
missed
ego
everybody
amplification.
and everything else, and so now it's like, been there, done that.
You
seen
feel like you associate ego with, like, I guess, a bad place in your life? So, like, do you feel like you don't even like anything about yourself because of that? Like, or don't like sharing?
Yeah, I think it's mostly getting the dual diagnosis after being sober and realizing how much BPD messes with your identity. I think I was watching myself to learn who I was, or like see, I had no sense of self. I had nothing. So it's like what was being like projected back at me. I don't know. It was like the only time I could see or feel myself. I know that's like so whatever, but I could like see a solid identity there on the screen, you know, something that I didn't feel when I left set. And to me, it used to be like cathartic.
Right.
You know what I mean? To watch. Yeah.
Oh.
And now
wow.
it's kind of like, it's
Yeah.
okay. And I don't have a problem with it,
Right.
but it's like I'm not going to put my time to do that. If I was watching with you guys, it would probably be different. But yeah, I just don't have that desire to be front and center or set. Like I just don't have that desire anymore, or like to watch it. Like I said in the last round of episodes, I don't think I'm as ambitious as my early life suggested. Like I just think that I am a much more content person, kind of like learning what Rachel did with Rachel Sibner,
cool.
who we talked to, how she's, you know, Lisa Zemo, how she's just focusing on her life and what's really important to her. And because I didn't feel like I had any of that when I was a kid either, like there wasn't, my childhood was fine, but there wasn't like a super safe thing to return to, you know? Like I just feel like I'm growing into myself. Like I feel like I'm 1.5 years old. Like I really do.
Yeah, no, that sounds like health. The way, yeah, I don't know. It sounds good to me that you're like, oh no, I don't, like right now I don't connect watching myself.
Yeah.
'Cause I know that feeling of like looking at yourself and going, there I am over there in this product. Like, cause that's not
Yeah.
you
See the forest
either.
for the trees and
Yeah,
over
like that's
the
not
trees,
you
that's
either.
there.
Yep.
But now you feel like you're more acquainted with yourself. You more know
I'm
yourself.
getting acquainted with myself, and I don't know, the priority just, you know, I actually have meaningful relationships in person now. That means something to me that I was never
So
able
not just
to.
a self-feedback
Yeah,
loop.
exactly.
Just
exactly.
You watching
Yeah.
you, watching you, watching you.
Mhm.
I have a weird time. Like I have my other podcast, Growing Up with Devin, my solo pod, and in this podcast journey, I try and watch the episodes so that I can just get better. You know, it's a new medium. I just want to see how's the flow. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to learn, just gain data, gain information.
Yeah.
But when I do, it's easier for me to watch the episodes where I'm interviewing someone. But sometimes I have solo episodes where it's just me talking to the camera for like a half hour. Those I have a really hard time watching. Because it's like looking into an infinity mirror.
Yeah.
It just like makes me get a little too myself analyzing myself. Like there's a little too many steps of self-awareness, and I go, I'll leave that to the producers.
Wow.
Just tell me if it's fine and post it. I can't watch this.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
I
gotta
can't
be
be
tough.
objective like
Yeah,
about it.
And and it makes me feel a little crazy here.
Without
watching
something
myself
to respond to,
talking
right?
about yes.
Yeah. Tough, dude.
Yeah.
But you're doing it though. You're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, and being with you guys and making it and like the feeling that I have from
So
it, it's
fun.
almost like I don't even need another. Like I mean, that's a payoff and a reward. But like, I mean, yeah, I'm just so present. I love the process.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah.
You don't strike me as a big selfie guy, Daniel.
Selfie guy. I don't take many selfies.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you strike me. My guess is Lindsay and I have like
And yet you're
way
a-
more selfies.
I like to
than
observe.
You are a camera hoe.
I mean, when it's
I
time
mean,
to play
you
the
be
camera.
ho-ho-hoing it.
Dude,
up.
when I, like
all
traveling
our
to
behind the
video
scenes-
blogs. There I am.
All our behind the scenes, Daniel just come, like, if we're setting up doing behind the scenes thing, Daniel will just see a few things of him.
Just
in there,
mugging to the camera.
I'm making big. I'm like, if I'm gonna
Straight
be here, I'm gonna
mugging.
be here now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show
No,
out.
it's
Do
good.
you like watching your acting?
Not really. I like to watch the end product, like the end result of
Yeah.
a bunch of people having come together, all these different departments to make some content. I
Yeah.
love seeing that. But just watching myself acting, I try not to really watch myself. I really just watch the story unfold and see, oh, did these cuts like match up well together and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't like watching myself. So it was so long before I watched Ned's again.
Dude.
Mhm.
I would watch that first time just to be like, okay, it exists. I know it exists.
Exactly.
Good stuff. But yeah, it's been a trip watching these things back.
I feel that. What about photos too though? Like even though as an actor you take headshots every
Yeah.
couple years.
I've never liked a single headshot of mine.
Ever.
Dude,
Ever. I
same.
can't fall back into
I
that.
always struggled with them,
Oh my
man.
gosh.
That was a solid one though.
This was 20 years ago.
Yeah. Hey.
It took me, I'm getting better because I actively was like, all right, dude, every photo shoot can't be this giant issue where every photo, my face is just, I don't know what it's doing.
Yeah.
But
I just
you have great photo
It
shoots.
is some good ones.
Lately in my adult life, I've actively said like, I need to find a way to get better at this. And then I work with photographers. The hard part about headshots is they're like, stay still, head up, head down. Like it's very like,
Too much expression. Not enough expression.
yeah, and it's all still. What I learned is I like the photographers, and thank God for amazing digital cameras these days. Is like catch me on the fly, and we're good. I'll be in motion.
That motion blur though, because I dabble with photography as well.
Okay,
you know,
okay.
DP more so like video I prefer, but yeah, if there's movement happening, like I hate when I have a subject who's moving too quick, especially if I don't have high speed sync. So
Yeah.
sometimes photographers like hate it. Than me. I hate it when the subject is moving too much. And I know it's like, oh, you want to be in the vibe, but
Yeah.
it's like, no, it's more about the lighting than your energy here.
See, that's the issue.
Yeah, it's like,
That's the energy guy.
That's the issue. Is there's so many photographers and DPs who are like that, but then I look back and I'm like, yeah,
I
but
look dead in here.
Yeah, do you not see that my face just looks dumb?
lighting.
Yeah, but look, the lighting's beautiful. You just have no soul or expression. You look confused and constipated and angry and sad.
But that's you.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Here's
man?
your business card.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
exactly.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I still can struggle with photographs. I'll look at like 100 photos and I'm like, God, my face, I don't know what's happening. Like, that's not how I look normally. It's just,
I have never noticed that about
Dude.
you.
well, because you don't see all you see the shots I post.
Right.
Dude.
You don't see all the photos I get
In
where I'm
between.
like, why am I
What
like,
is happening?
why am I like,
This is so funny. A random tangent. I was directing this video, man, and we had a trip. There was this lady, you know, and she's so awesome. We love her, and she just, you know, she was kind of an investor, but also she was an artist. But we did this like video of her, you know, and she's seated on this. Oh, I can't go into too much detail, but we did a video of her, and you know, we're in the editing phase, and we sent her back the first cut, and she's like, "What? I don't look like that." Why y'all got me looking like that? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, those rolls? Where's those coming from? I'm like, it was so hard for me to say, that's you.
No,
That's
no,
all
no,
you.
no.
You think the camera did this? No.
He's
Yeah.
like, your fucking cinematography.
yeah, what are you doing? You're like, I filmed you.
I'm so sorry if you've never looked at a picture of yourself, but that's what you
Wait,
look
wait.
like.
So what did you say? You were just like, that's what we were
I was
working
like,
with.
it's definitely you. I was like, I mean, like, I'm sorry. I'm like, you got an ID card? Maybe pull that out and hold it up. That's you, my guy. But,
Oh
but
my!
it was just so funny, man. We had so many laughs off of that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Have
Yeah.
you guys ever? Has a photo ever gotten? Okay, well, I'll just go from me. So I used,
out?
God, I used to go like. I used to be kind of drunk and blacked out when I'd walk down a carpet. And good God, this one time after I had cut my hair short, I was wearing a leopard skirt. I'd gotten on sale at Urban. Oh my gosh, you guys. And I was just gone. And I was actually going to see JoJo
Oh, no.
at a little concert she was doing here He ended up screaming at her from the crowd the whole time,
from
like
the crowd. Okay. Oh, that's
but like
why.
wouldn't shut up while she was talking. And this was a small group of people, as in like
It was
they're
an
gonna hear me.
intimate- There was
Yeah.
20 people.
Yeah, no, I mean it was bigger, whatever. But I looked back at those photos and I don't even know how I got through that. Like looking at those, it was horrifying, and yeah. So
I hope and or don't know that there's any like incriminating or just like I don't think I had any photos.
Oh,
like
you'll
that
find out
out
the
there.
internet. That's the way. The
Yeah,
internet works.
you'll tell me,
Yep,
viewers.
Yep.
They're doing the deep dive now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, but you were like just drunk, like the pictures. Was, like,
and you're in a
video-
skirt, so you're
Oh,
just
babe,
a
I'm
mess.
blacked out.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
You weren't on the floor though. You're like
No, but babe, I might as well. Like I was just like,
Yeah,
Dang.
you really lived, like a really
rock star.
like classic. Well, yeah, like a really classic version of the child actor
oh god.
growing up phase.
Yeah.
You really did that
You
for
know?
the rest of us.
Yeah,
And
Yep,
you live
yep.
vicariously
I
through
commend you for it,
100%
Linz.
lovelies. 100.
Also, it's great to see you.
right? I made it out.
It's so
I
good
made
to see
it
you.
out.
For real. God, man.
Yeah,
it's
God
so
bless.
great.
God
it's
bless.
so great.
God bless, because
You really did that for a while.
The paranoia and the anxiety. That's why I had to leave LA. I couldn't walk
Yeah.
outside without feeling like voices were. Everyone
Yeah.
on the block was like talking about how terrible I was.
Yeah.
I could not live here
Yeah.
anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's so nice to be out of that. I didn't think like I would be back at a level and even better than what I thought like before, the
Yeah.
drugs
Yeah.
and like
yeah.
really nice.
It's great.
Yeah.
Great on the outside to see.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah.
Great.
Because you did that.
Yeah.
You lived that life.
Yeah.
I've only heard stories. Like I just have the awesome you were prior to our high school kind of phase, and then just picking back up. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really
you
cool.
kind of were
Appreciate
like
that.
out of touch for all those stuff, huh?
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's great to see you guys though. I say it all the time, but it's so great.
Oh my gosh. Y'all,
really
when
is.
are we going to watch the pilot or like the episode or teaser that y'all made for a high school edition?
Oh, yeah,
because
we could do
I
something
remember
like
wanting
that.
I remember
Patreon,
watching
maybe.
that,
Maybe.
wanting to be really like ashamed, sort of have all these emotions. And then I was like, so cute.
Dang.
Like it's so sweet
Yeah,
to
Daniel
see
and
you guys
I-
together. Like,
Aw.
God, it made me feel a lot
Daniel
better
and
than
I
thought it
worked
would.
on a project in like our mid-20s. We made
to
this
write it?
mockumentary. I think we've talked about it once before, but like we made this mockumentary about Daniel and I playing ourselves at 26,
Mhm.
feeling like failures as actors,
Real life.
real life, and
Failures
so
as people.
deciding to go back to college. But we kind of play up our kind of like actor persona insecurities, even though we're playing on real things. And we made like a mockumentary to pitch about called like Dan and Dev Go to College, about like us as ourselves going back to college. We thought it'd be funny to like every other episode like have a cameo from one of our former like Nick
Yeah.
stars.
Yeah,
you
Coconut
know?
Head or
Rob was in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. It,
We
it
made a
came out
theme
well,
song
man.
too,
Yeah,
bro.
we wrote a theme song ourselves.
We need to have that theme song playing. For
Yeah,
this
we
stream
should
thing.
we should post it
I would love-
somewhere.
I would-
Maybe on the
I think it's-
Patreon.
I don't need
What
an
about on the
education.
YouTube? What about on the
Coffee.
YouTube?
We could do it on
Okay.
the YouTube too.
Because how long is it again?
like
like-
9. We have like a long version, but we have like the presentation
Like
version that's like
9
9
minutes.
minutes. So
I
it-
would
it's
post that.
postable.
I would post the long cut on YouTube.
Yeah, we could post
love
it
to
to
see
the
that.
to like the Ned's
mind.
Pod YouTube. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
Yeah.
We tried to make something happen.
I mean, the effort, it does take the effort. And guys, sometimes in this life, you got to put effort in one area and then it'll, have a release elsewhere. So,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we put a ton of like editing takes a long time.
Oh, yeah.
We edited
were at
for
that
a
minute.
long time,
Jeff,
man.
yeah. We
Thanks,
had him going
Jeff.
to work, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a
one
fun
time,
one,
yeah.
man.
Good times.
I'm glad we were able to do that together.
Dude, so that's pretty much our show, right?
I don't
Tips for the
dang.
episode.
Tips for the episode.
Tips for the episode.
What tip do we have? This was photo day or school photos?
I'm not even sure this is possible in this day and age, but just be mindful when a camera's around. I'm not
Oh,
sure that
that's
that's a
good.
thing that is possible anymore, or that somebody isn't putting on, or just be careful what you record and what you take pictures of, and because that shit lives forever and it can make some people not look at you the same ever again.
That's real. That's real. I mean, that's so honest. My tip for today's episode is, hey, be yourself. Learn to love you. Okay, don't be trying to parade yourself around, under these filters and stuff like that. Not all real. Okay, just be you. Be fine with you. Develop that great relationship with yourself. It'll take you very far.
Dang, I don't want to like, that's it. That's it. We live in an age where everything is photographed and videoed. And yeah, you might, like, we're humans. We're messy humans. You're going to look a little imperfect. Your eyes are going to have a little dark saggingness. You're going to have a little blemish, right? You're going to have those rolls.
He's talking about me. He's looking at my eyes.
As I look right at Daniel,
You're gonna have those.
you're gonna look
like
exhausted and old.
Yeah, man.
Don't you
And you're gonna have
dare.
And you're gonna have rolls everywhere,
Like-
and your beard's a mess.
with food in it.
But like, fuck it, man. Just
Yeah.
like own who you are. It's fine. And be careful about too much
Yeah.
self-awareness, too much
Yeah.
self-analyzing,
Yeah.
too much looking at photos of yourself, too much face tuning your body to what you want it to look like. It's fine.
Right.
Just be a little messy.
I
human.
agree. And the thing is, I don't overuse filters. I just mean be careful, like if you're imbibing or use it, like
Yeah.
like real.
Yeah, you're saying
situations.
be careful. when you're
Exactly.
out
Like
there.
I totally support blemish, wrinkle, zit sticker,
Yeah.
anything. That is obviously
Yeah.
my content.
Yeah. Cool.
Right on. We love you guys.
Hey,
We
Good
love
luck
you.
at your next school photo
good luck
day,
at your
if
next
you even do
photo
those anymore.
day.
Yeah.
Good luck at your next selfie day.
Yep.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. If you guys want some clips from the show, go on over to Podco's YouTube channel. And you can also support our Patreon for more weekly bonus content. You guys know you want to see it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Hi. Hello.
We back.
Welcome
We
back.
We're back. Bringing more answers.
Weekly,
More answers.
your weekly installment of Three Crazy Friends.
Yeah.
Answering personal questions to help you get through the night.
Ned's
Yes.
Declassified Regression Survival Guide.
112. 112. Here's my question.
Yo.
Oh wow, just right
Would
into
love
it.
to hear
Okay.
Devin talk about Shredder Man rules at some point. Loves it as a kid.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. So, for the people who don't know, Shredder Man Rules was a Nickelodeon movie. Like, you know how Disney Channel original movies, DCOMs for the people on the inside, DCOMs. Disney Channel original movies. They made a bunch of them. Some of them still have a sweet space in my heart. Brink,
Brink was
Soul
great.
Skaters,
yeah.
Rollerbladers,
I loved it. Disney Channel original.
Xenon,
Oh,
Xenon
okay,
was
that.
lit.
Yep.
Remember
Raven
Xenon?
Swan was
Yep.
in there. Yeah.
dude.
Yep.
Smart House.
Smart
Remember
House?
Smart
Yeah,
House?
yeah. Was Don't Look Under the Bed one? Do you remember Don't Look Under the Bed?
I don't remember Don't Look Under the Bed.
The
It
kid
might have
from
been one. I
Even
don't remember it.
Stevens was like a nightmare person. But yeah.
Well, they did them like monthly.
Cheetah
like,
Girls.
There was a lot. Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah
Bam!
Girls.
There you go.
Classic.
You got one. You got
Cheetah
one.
Girls.
She's on the board.
There were so many. Please comment like your favorite DCOMs because those were great. There were a ton of them. Okay. Nickelodeon could have done that, I think. Maybe should have. Would have been cool. But they did make Shredder Man Rules, which was a one-off. I think it was a book series. The person who's asking this, I'm sorry, because I'm
nice.
about to shit on it a little bit, but I know you loved it. Okay, look, Nickelodeon, Ned's got finished. They offered me this movie, which was great. Let's do Shredder Man Rules. We had a great cast. I met some awesome people on it. Got to work with Dave Coulier, Tim Meadows,
Who's the woman? Isn't she in Austin Powers?
Mindy Sterling.
Yes.
Incredible. Mindy
Yes,
Sterling.
yes,
like,
yes.
I really got to meet some amazing people. Francia Raisa.
Yeah.
What a babe. I got to work with a lot of great people.
Kendra Barry was in that one, right?
I forget. I don't know.
Wait,
So,
what?
Backpack
Backpack Boy?
Yeah.
forget. I don't know.
Quick little spot in there. We'll fact check it. We'll fact check it.
So it was a good experience. I'm really glad you loved the movie. But in hindsight for me, man, it's like of all the movies to do, I'm coming off one of Nickelodeon's great series, and Shredder Man, the role is just a giant fucking nerd. It's just a giant dork, which no problem with nerds. I love nerds, man. But in terms of my career, like, what is that? That's not helping me in any way.
Yeah.
Go play a like big nerd, like not casual. Like the whole story is you're a big fucking dork. Like not cool, man. Not cool. And then there's a real life thing that just makes me only in hindsight do I feel this? But we took the movie, obviously, it was like, yes. But to take the movie, I had to give up going on this trip to Alaska with a summer camp from Georgia, where I'm from. I was signed up to go on this trek through Alaska for 2 weeks. I was 15 years old, and I took the movie, and I couldn't go to Alaska for that. And in hindsight, I wish I went to Alaska. Like that for my life, I wish I had that experience. Movies, I'll do for the rest of my life. I kind of had that one summer to go on this particular trip. It was literally going to be a hike through Alaska for like 2 weeks in the summer. Like, I wish I went on that.
Yeah.
That would have been more impactful to my life than Shredder Man. We took it hoping
Absolutely no way you could have done. Like, I mean,
couldn't have known.
And especially coming off that, like, I don't know.
Of course, I took the
momentum
work.
was in that. Yeah,
Of course, I took the work.
Yeah, I can
but
totally
yeah, that's how I
understand, but
feel
in
about.
hindsight,
I only feel this about Shredder Man in hindsight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you win it.
I mean,
So
because
that's
that's,
how I
a
feel.
star-studded. Yeah.
you
that's how
get
I
a
feel.
starring role in a movie.
I know it was like great, but then I'm a
We
giant
can always
dork.
go to Alaska. We could go tomorrow.
Yeah.
If there was something you could change about Ned's, what would that be and why? The length that it was on. I would do more seasons.
That's honest.
that.
That's honest.
That
More seasons. That's
Yeah.
the
Ned's
perfect
high
answer.
school.
Yeah.
Man, like Saved by the Bell, Boy Meets World, they went all the way. Ned so could have. High school, college, although we've talked about.
Yeah.
We were all fine when it ended.
Yeah.
We thought like it was good. It was like, let's move on.
Yeah.
But same. That's what I would
Yep.
change.
Yep.
High school.
I agree. Someone asks me, what's up with your girl Evelyn Kwong? Yeah, Michelle Kim.
Michelle
is her
Kim.
name.
This is a character from the show. She came on second season? Third season? Second season.
Second. I feel like the end of second
third.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was like Cookie's rival as far as academics goes. And then they also had a little budding love relationship. Well, she kind of forced me into love with her.
You have a lot of that on the show.
A lot of that going on, man. Yeah, man. Cookie was getting pushed around, bro. It's tough. But yeah, no, she's awesome. She's doing her own thing, dude. She takes photos, awesome photos. She's such a great photographer, and I'm sure
Wow.
other aspects of production. She's just great. She's so skilled. She has 2 little boys. Yeah, she's married. Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. So she's doing well.
Do you keep up with her via Instagram or do you guys talk?
Like Instagram. Yeah. She's awesome. Yeah, she's
really
invited
cool.
me to her like church a couple times.
Dude, that's
really
awesome.
special.
I love like who stays in touch. Like, I don't know. We all have so much love from the show. So
Oh yeah.
I got one for you, Daniel.
Hey.
Ashley Thomas.
Ashley
and
Thomas.
some numbers asked,
some
did
numbers.
Daniel ever feel like a third wheel on set when me and Lindsay started dating?
I think.
Are
you about to answer
so
for
sorry.
Daniel?
No.
I think he didn't. I think he was fine.
No, I'm telling you because I felt like the third wheel all the way before that.
Oh, what? Just being the girl?
Yes.
Really? You never really felt like the girl.
Yeah, you.
You kind of were just. I mean, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Well, it felt like I had a vagina when I was around you two for the first couple of years.
Oh, well,
Yep.
that's nice.
Yeah, I did. So
to
I'm
know.
saying I am projecting my pain of being third wheel
Oh.
and not having a third wheel.
Wait, so is that why you started dating Devin? Just to make me
Yep,
feel like a third
exactly.
wheel?
Yes,
Oh,
I
shit.
wanted you to feel it.
And I felt it. No,
But
I'm
I
joking.
did. What? That's valid, Devin. Don't look at me like that.
Dang.
And
I'm
Daniel,
just
now you
curious
can go
about
ahead and
Use you as
answer.
a tool. Okay, no. I'll no, never really the third wheel thing. We were in class all the time, like as he sips his tea. But yeah, we were just in class all the time. It was just a riot, man. Scott Plimpton was always there. I was never alone. And then when we were out, it was always us and a bunch of other kids. So I didn't really get the third wheel thing.
I mean, I think we were too young to really have made it like, you know what I mean? There's nothing you could really do to, I don't know.
were
Except-
you guys ever just like
Except we used to, like, once we started dating, we would just
take off and I would go.
We would
hang
go
out
we
make
with-
just
out.
go off at lunch and make out.
Oh, right.
I don't remember that though. I always remember playing Halo unless I just started playing with other people.
Certain days.
How long were these makeout sessions?
I mean,
all
they
of
were
lunch.
lunch.
All of lunch.
Really?
Yeah. We would go
Yeah.
make out all
That's
of
like
lunch.
third season. When did this
Yeah,
happen?
third
What
It was
season?
a, yeah,
Late
third
third
season, late
Late
third season.
Yeah, it wasn't enough for me to.
Yeah.
To really
and there
give a
were
shit
always
about.
other friends around.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we didn't exclude you.
That was so fun.
Yeah, we used to just go make out all lunch.
God.
Yeah.
And then they'd come and they'd have to redo our
And you're like,
makeup.
oh.
Just
So
dry
how
humping.
far were you guys really going? Oh, dry humping. What base is that? Is that where it stopped?
It's like 1.5.
Did you guys
Yeah.
go all the way? Did you knock it out of the park at any point?
No comment.
No comment.
comment.
No comment. I kind of want to know what's.
They
No
want to know,
comment.
but no comment.
No comment.
You don't get to know.
Well, then
You
that
don't
means
get-
they definitely went all the way.
You don't get to know what bases we.
Where was
we
this
crossed.
place that you didn't cross that base at? Where were you doing that? Isn't it just in your dressing room? Your dressing room? What was it?
Isn't there some
On set? We never went. We dated for a while after the show. Okay, so that's when some more. That's when some more baseball was played.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We won't tell you how much
It
baseball.
wasn't
Yeah.
softball.
Right.
It was hardball.
Oh, it was hardball.
Nice.
But on set, we would just make out all lunch and just like rub up, you know, like
Yep.
just we would just
Rub up
lay
them
on each
things.
other.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, nice.
And
That's
then
great.
like a some AD or some PA would
be
have to
like-
come be like,
Dang.
okay, guys, come back to set, children. And we're
Where
like,
did we go though? Did we go other places on set? Because we couldn't have gone to our dressing rooms. Oh, that
our
other
dressing
place.
rooms. If like your mom was out, but it was that other. There was that other building.
Oh right.
We'd go to that other green room. Do you remember that? I
We had a whole nother.
With that other-
I totally remember
We'd go to that
that.
other green room and just fucking
Yeah.
close the blinds. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
Okay.
Yo,
Shit was
yo,
spicy,
Yeah,
dude.
it was, dude.
I mean,
That was a slow burn.
I
up
won't
until
say
then.
what, but you took a lot of my first, Lindsay, and they were beautiful.
Okay.
They were beautiful. It was hot.
Great. That's great.
Anyway, fuck.
What's your skincare routine? Your skin is amazing.
Nice.
I just wanted to hop on here because I am curious about what your twos are, and I only started taking care of my skin. Actually, surprise, when I got sober.
Nice.
But now I do have a little thing where I wash, I tone, I do masks a couple times a week. But it has been nice giving myself a skincare routine. So yeah, that's really good. So what do you guys do? Because I did not care about my skin for a super long time, and now that I do, I'm like, oh.
There is this really nice product called H2O, and I just splash it on my face in the shower, and I'm just rejuvenated for the rest of the day.
Oh, I know what we're doing for our next Patreon.
Oh, you're gonna
Facials?
give us?
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my God.
yeah.
Oh my God. I'm going to be an esthetician for you both. We're not going to do just one step. Okay. I'm going to do a couple steps. I'm going to wash you. Okay. I'm going to massage. We're going to exfoliate. We're going to get the pores, tone, hydration. You guys, this makes me sad.
Oh.
You guys, I want some hydration for the boys.
I need.
I
some
put on
hydration.
lotion.
Really?
Oh, you put lotion on your face?
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't always. It's more of a new step.
Yep.
But with the beard, I need to oil it, and then
Yeah,
our water in LA at least is hard.
hard.
Chlorinated.
It's like hard water. Yeah, chlorinated. But like it dries you out. So all I do is wash my face occasionally, not every time in the shower. Sometimes I just let it ride.
Right.
And put
I
on,
do that in the mornings. There is such a thing as too much washing your face. You don't
exactly.
want it to be
And your
strict
hair.
of everything.
Sometimes
Exactly.
I just let it
I
run
agree.
for a couple days, and then I put on either a little moisturizer or a little jojoba oil,
Right.
and that's it. And I oil my
Ooh, the
beard.
oils. You know about the oils. Good.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just a little. But a lot of skin's genetics. I think if you start getting in the habit of using way too much shit, like
It doesn't come back from that.
yeah, like you're I don't know, it's just too much.
So
but if you
one
need it,
thing
cool,
that I
don't
feel
know.
like y'all would actually really love
Yeah.
is an exfoliant, and I'm gonna use one on you. It's super lightweight, but really it just takes that layer of skin off of. No, not like you're
No,
gonna
I
be red
love it.
after.
No,
It's,
no, I
it's
love it.
almost like it's just like it's almost like taking an extra shower for your skin.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable. It's this Korean skincare thing, and then you put on some moisturizer. You guys, I want to. I can't wait.
That sounds
We're
awesome.
gonna do it.
I can't wait. I was just laughing just then because I was remembering Bill Burr's stand-up bit about like ashiness, right? Yeah. He's like white people don't know about like lotion, like that you need moisturizer on your skin.
You can't see the ash that you get.
Yeah, he's like black people know. Oh,
we know.
I'm ashy. Give me a little something to like moisturize my skin. And he's like, I think he has a black wife, and he was like, he said like, I'm not ashy, and he said she scratched her nails lightly across his arm and just like, and I have been noticing that more. I'm like, oh. I maybe do need to exfoliate.
Yeah.
So I'm down.
Yeah.
If you want to
Oh my gosh,
show
I
me some
so
tips
will.
for
I
self-care,
so
I
will.
really don't do
And
much.
oh my gosh, lastly, you guys, just for you, because you said that, get exfoliating gloves that you just rush. I told you
In the
about this yesterday,
shower?
and then you scrub your body.
See, that sounds amazing.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's like you are taking away a layer of filth
Nice.
with that skin.
So I just rub
oh,
myself
and
in.
yeah,
Here's a-
and that gets your lymphatic system
It's really
going.
it's really, good for you to exfoliate your
Yeah.
skin. I have a question for you guys. When I bathe my body in the shower, like I don't use a washcloth or a loofah.
Oh.
It's just my hands. I just rub soap on me.
I'm a hand guy too.
Right?
Back in Mississippi, like there's African Americans typically have a washcloth. That's like a thing. It was not. It's just not my thing. I don't really use the washcloth. Like I used to use a face towel for like my face,
Okay.
specifically for my face, but now I'm more just water.
Not
on.
into a loofah at all.
Well,
Yeah, not a loofah. Either. No. Yeah, I feel like it gets dirty. I feel like it will collect dirty stuff. I don't want to use that same.
it
loofah.
does, but the thing I think it's
ahead, go ahead.
doing, I don't use it. I use my hands, but I'm realizing what that step is the exfoliating step, which is
Exfoliating,
getting off just that top layer that's just a little dead, a little dry, a little grimy. And it's actually, it is actually really good for your system to like
But
scrape.
so it goes one step above the loofah is the exfoliating gloves.
Okay.
And that made me feel like I was actually doing something to my body. So y'all might like that.
All right,
Just
I'm
exfoliating
interested.
gloves. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little. Oh, I'm so excited.
Because the exfoliating gloves sound nice too because I'm already like hands.
Yeah,
so that'll
exactly.
Just be,
Simple
That'll just
other
be a
step.
simple
Okay, good.
pop on these gloves.
Exfoliating
Okay.
gloves, great. Okay, my sweetness, a little bit of it.
I love that
Exfoliant.
Lindsay wants to
So
teach
good.
us about
Oh, my
self-care
gosh.
in that way, and I'm
Do
down.
you believe me?
I'm down. I know. I know.
Crazy.
Growth, baby.
Are you guys rich? Ned Show give you a good money?
Nope.
Give you a
That
good
show
money.
give you a
They
good
didn't give me
money.
not one good money.
One good week of money.
Not one good money.
I had good money as a teenager,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was solid. it
but
was
not
solid.
anymore. But Poopwa asks, pee pee poo poo or poo poo pee pee.
Oh, ooh, I'm going with poo poo pee poo.
Okay.
Was that even an option?
Nope. Pee poo poo.
Dang.
Nope.
So this is from Cami Nick 95. Okay, alguno quisiera tener hijos. Would you like to have kids? It's an adult question. It's
like it.
in adult life.
My relationship with kids has really changed since I became 30. I can definitely see the value to having a child, and no, I just don't
Yeah.
think so. I don't think so. Kids have brought so much to my life in the past, couple years, but I'm not sure that my energy would ever be clear enough or focused enough to just be on that. Like I still feel like I'm really working my path, and I also really subscribe to being part of the village that raises any child, and just being a good member of society. There are plenty of youths to help, and then you don't have to feed or bathe them.
Yeah. That's a hard one, man. It's looking like it's gonna happen in the 40s more and more to me. Yeah. I maybe would like to have kids, but it's just I haven't had that impetus where I'm like, yeah, this is the perfect time.
Sorry, the what?
The impetus, just that
Yeah.
impulse to
Yeah,
pop one out.
Wow.
You never,
Pop one in.
you never felt that? In the heat of the moment?
No, honestly, no.
I have.
Yeah.
pull out game strong, man.
Mine is too, but that impetus is there.
Really?
Like, yeah. That primal just like, I'll just put a baby in you.
Dang. Now, is it about the person that
Hot
you're
as
with,
fuck.
where you're like, yeah, you need a baby in you, or is it more about
Yeah,
like, I
well-
just want to get loose?
Well, whoever I'm with, I usually have some kind of care or connection with them.
I would not be here.
Care.
But yeah, in the heat of the moment, then this primal thing rises up, which is like, just I'm gonna put a baby in there. And I'm like, whoa, and I'm like, Devin, no, fucking pull the fuck out, boy.
Oh my God.
Eject. And my primal biology's like, fucking do it. Give her a baby.
Dang. That's
Sorry.
real, man. That's real.
Damn.
Sorry.
Damn.
It's real though. I felt it deep. I'm like, damn, there's like deep drives in us, and it's hot. Like it's spicy
That's
to feel
great.
that. Like,
Yes.
let's just go all the way. Let's make a fucking human.
Dang.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're gonna stick around for that baby, right? You better.
Well, yeah.
In the moment, he just wants to make that baby.
Yeah, I actually don't know, because in the moment that feeling's there, but
18 years.
you never know.
Guys, oh
No,
God.
so I would I know I need to be a father in my life. Like I know that is a phase of life I want to do.
See.
But like you, it just feels very far off.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll show up quicker than I realize, or an oopsie baby.
Ah!
I've had a couple close calls.
Oh dear.
We call that an oopsie baby. And you know what? I was ready. I was like, if this is what's happening,
Oh yeah.
I guess I'm a father now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
glad it
Ooh.
didn't.
Wow.
Scary.
But so I would like to at some point. It just feels real far off. And as a dude, I do feel like glad that I have the luxury of that time. Like I'm 32 and I don't feel rushed to do it. I know for women it's different. And we have to take that into consideration when we're dating women now at this age.
Yeah.
Like if I'm dating
you
someone
start
in
a
their
family?
20s, it's okay. But if you're starting to like now I'm 32. If I start to date a woman in her 30s, I got to be real about
What her expectation? Yeah.
and be considerate of her time.
Yeah,
Like,
oh, man,
if
it is
she
that
wants
clock is ticking,
kids and I'm looking for a situationship, like don't, man. Like don't I don't
do
want to
it,
waste
yeah.
your time. Like
Oh, and
if
it's
you
so
need
tough.
it, if
That's
you
real.
need to be on that track, because biology, like there's a different time for the ladies. So I feel you out
man, I be
there.
feeling that.
And for women in your 30s, like just be real about that. I mean, don't pressure every dude you're just meeting to be like, do you want kids with me right now? Like
yeah.
there's a fine line, but also be real about like if you're deep into a relationship, if you're like getting close to a year with someone and you don't feel like it's actually on that track, just be real with yourself about what you need in that regard.
Yeah.
It's so tricky, man. I feel
It is.
I feel for so many women who are going through that time of like, I want to have kids, but it's getting late into my life, and I don't know if it's this guy or if I just need to settle for this guy, or man, it's tricky. It's tricky.
Yeah.
So yeah, kids in my 40s probably.
Yep. Can I throw one out there?
Yeah, dude,
Absolutely.
anytime.
All right. This is from Meli Punto Puente 27. All right. If the trio ruled a country, which of you would be the president?
Me.
And why? Okay, well, we got that answer. Do you agree with her?
No,
Oh, no? Who would be the president, Devin?
Ned Bigby.
No.
Oh wait, are they asking us?
Oh, the trio. Well, it says the trio.
is that Ned Lowe's and Cookie, or is that Daniel Lindsay and who am I?
Well, Devin won the... No, you didn't win the election in the show.
No, the Weasel wins,
The
right?
Weasel won.
Yes, Ned would be in your hand, but Lindsay would also be the president because I would ask you guys nicely, and you guys would say, "Hey, I can see how that might be a position where you could grow, and we'll support you here." And then maybe, we can reassess like
That's some reverse
all of
psychology
our-
right there.
all of our needs.
You don't think she could?
Few years' time.
You don't think she could manage a country?
With guidance.
Yeah. Who would be the? You wouldn't want you would be the puppet master in the background? Yeah. Okay.
It's me.
Give me a spot
It's
in the
me.
treasury.
Okay, fine. If you want to be the president, I will be the court jester.
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 That's
Yeah, you'd
great.
be an essential and necessary part about ruling this country,
Right?
but it's me,
A
guys.
jester.
Turn up.
What would Cookie be?
Oh, Daniel would be also a vital part.
Oh, yeah, vital for
Daniel's
sure.
a great
I'll be in
leader.
the cabinet
Daniel's-
somewhere.
Daniel's such a good leader.
I like to be behind the scenes.
yeah,
though.
Daniel
I like
would-
to,
you
I like
wouldn't-
to
Daniel
plan
is an
things
incredible
out.
leader.
Yeah.
Give people the
Yeah,
hey,
you're
go here,
kind
go
of
there.
more the
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can lead. I'm gonna be advising and making all the decisions, but I don't need to. Yeah. Daniel's a good leader.
I'll
You're
find a
good,
way to
man.
get those income streams coming this way. What else we got?
That's so good. I like that question.
Yeah.
Let's rule a country. No.
Would
no.
you like to make the pod live in a theater and do a world tour? This is from Marco Riviera.
Hell
One.
fucking yes, dude. Yes.
But
yes.
would our production team come with us? Would you guys roll
Hell
with us?
yes.
They said yes.
Yo, we absolutely want to take this pod to
road.
your city, to your local theater,
Yeah.
and do some version of this together with you guys. Are you kidding me? Hell yes. That is part of the vision for this pod. So thank you. And what city do you live in? And do you know who owns a theater?
No, right, that part.
I love you so much. Would you survive a zombie apocalypse? No.
Oh, no?
I mean, I would like to, but like the odds, I don't think that I'm surviving.
Doubt
Nah, Lindsay's not surviving.
Yeah.
I gotta exfoliate.
I'm doing that to save your life.
Daniel, wait.
Wait. Oh, God.
You gotta exfoliate. Bitch, we gonna die.
Wait. Are you passionate about something other than acting?
Music. Nice. Yeah, very passionate about making music and just like being with music and expressing myself in that way.
Yeah. I mean, I like teaching acting. I mean, I don't know that there's anything more.
So awesome.
cool.
It is
You know
fun.
what I mean? I like
cool.
teaching any big concept. Yeah.
So cool.
Man, I want to say directing. I mean, there's passion there. Music was like songwriting. I just love. Yeah, directing, but I think more so helping artists with aspects of their career that I realized in my own pursuit was lacking. You know, so helping people through those roadblocks that I've already encountered.
Giving away what you didn't
about it.
So
have
cool,
and
man.
being what you needed and then giving that to somebody else. Oof.
Yeah, I see and hope for you as you grow, like just more spaces where you're able to be that facilitator for others. Like I totally
agree.
get that with you. You actually really are good at even gently just like nudging someone forward into a space or helping them facilitate, learn something, get better at them being a leader. So I can see that for you, sir.
Thank you. Turn up. Turn it up.
Yes. Yes. Thank you for your questions. Oh, this person is just finishing. So you in the bathroom stall, you told us about this is from like an old episode. Here I sit, brokenhearted, tried to shit, but only farted. This person said,
No.
there is more to it, which is here I sit, brokenhearted, tried to shit, but only farted. Then one day I took a chance, ripped a fart, and shit my pants.
Damn.
Thanks for finishing the rhyme.
Good stuff.
Wow.
No, it's real. Like, it's a real thing. Like, y'all were looking at me like, what is he talking about? It's real.
People know about it.
And my pops was a truck driver, so we would like sometimes we would, and this is kind of illegal, but I would go, I would be able to go in the cabin with him sometimes, and these were just awesome times, man. And just drive cross country with my dad, and like in the
That's
summer
incredible.
sometimes. Yeah,
That's
man.
so
And,
cool, man.
yeah, you go through these stalls and you see, and I would see that phrase written on all these different stalls. Yeah. I might have been the guy writing those. different.
You just see these phrases on every stall that I sat in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a good one. Though.
Yeah, that's so funny, dude. A couple people asked about this. I think we touched on this on another pod, but this one's more pointed. Is like a breakup survival guide. Tips and tricks to get through a major breakup.
A breakup. Just don't get in a relationship.
That's the easiest thing to do. Yeah.
Period. Honestly,
You mean in the beginning, or you mean getting out of it?
I mean the whole thing. Just don't get in it.
Yeah.
Just don't start.
Yeah.
Love everybody equally, right?
Yeah.
You know? Done. You know what? I've never navigated one successfully or healthfully, so why don't you bam.
No, they're hard. Breaking up is hard, and I have this like. I'd like to say that I'm a lover, but it is a general love for everybody. So sometimes I do find it hard to tell someone that I'm in a relationship with that, hey, it's kind of we're on the rocks and we might as well, get off these rocks by getting out of the ship,
God, I love Daniel.
Sorry, it's tough.
No.
Man.
It's real.
It's so tough, but breaking up effectively, I cannot say that I have mastered that art. Dang, I cannot even answer this, bro. I can't even answer.
Fuck,
it.
guys.
Yeah, it's tough.
Fuck. Yeah, breakups are super hard. There's no getting out of it without it hurting a ton.
Yeah.
Couple things I would say. I think people put a lot of pressure on themselves to like help each other through the breakup, and I just think like come back to yourself. Like the relationship is literally about unmerging. So like you can't be the one who's there for the person who's hurting because you're breaking up. Like, now separate. Like actually separate. I know it hurts, but like you got to come back to yourself. It's going to be messy no matter what. It's going to hurt no matter what.
But also, like, don't be afraid to do the one doing the breaking. Like, really understand why you're still there. Because more bad quality time with somebody than just realizing it and breaking up with somebody. Just plot if a breakup might be better than what you're like doing now. You know what I mean? And if y'all can just come to it's the natural time for that shit to happen.
Yeah, I think some people avoid the breakup.
That's what I mean. Don't make somebody break up with you.
Yeah, you avoid the breakup and then just let the relationship deteriorate
Sour,
to a point until like the breakup is then them breaking up with you, or you just let it get so bad because you knew you wanted to leave, but you just avoided that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like be real about that, do the breakup, and then just, man, come back to yourself, go through whatever that messy process is. Try and not
blame.
Try and not blame. Oh, but also take account when you're going through the breakup. Take account. What did you do in that relationship? What patterns did you participate in that feel like you could grow from? What did you allow into your life? What worked? What didn't work? What are you grateful for? What are you not grateful for? Let the memories kind of come and go, right? Because you'll like drive around town and it's all memories of where you guys were together. Yeah, let those feelings come and go. And then also know like it'll pass, man. Time is the biggest thing on a breakup. And then it's related to one other comment, but that's sort of related. Someone wrote like, I was a jerk to my ex-girlfriend and I want her to know like I'm not a jerk anymore. This is another thing. If you fucked up and your relationship ended and you feel like changing, beautiful. Make those changes, but don't force the partner who you forced to break up with you to like absolve you with your changes. Change for the next person, change for yourself, but like it sucks. I've been in the reverse side of it where it's like, it sucks when someone starts making changes when they've already driven you to the point where you're done. So if you're making changes after the fact, great. Sometimes that's what it takes to learn the lesson, but don't force them to be a part of it anymore. Let them go. If they were so hurt they had to break up with you, if you fucked up that bad, man, just change for you, like, and change for the next person and let them fucking go, man. Let it go, baby.
That's a tough one, man. Yeah, if you go ahead and let the relationship die, bury that body, and so it's not a rotting corpse sitting there. And now you got to smell that rotting corpse.
That's a metaphor, right, Daniel?
Wow.
That's a metaphor, right?
When are we planting a flower? Oh
my
God,
just
Daniel.
the rotting corpse oil.
Yeah.
Soil.
Yes, the rotting corpse, that is the relationship that must be buried. Okay, so Devin, quick question from David Boy? No, David I Boy? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's saying, pregúntale a Devin por lo que pasó en San Luis Potosí. What happened in San Luis Potosí con una chica que tenía novio? What happened with some chick who had a boyfriend in San Luis Potosí? What happened?
Yo, I actually did see a comment section go off about this. All right.
What happened?
Story time! All right, Mexico story time. All right, here's what happened. This was pre-pandemic. This was 2019. I got invited down to a college in Mexico to give like a college talk. Oh. I was kind of like pitching myself for that. Like, yo, let me come down and kind of talk like adult life tips, life survival guide stuff. Mm-hmm. Got invited down to San Luis Potosí to do this. I was a little confused because I'm like, look, I've spent a lot of time in Mexico and I know everyone speaks enough English to get by, but like you're inviting me down to give like a nuanced discussion about like life advice. I asked them like, are they gonna know what I'm saying? And they're like, yes. And I got down there and it was like, for sure, no. Like some did, but there was like 300 kids in the crowd, 300 college students.
God.
And for sure, not all of them were getting like the nuanced discussion I was trying to give, but it was incredible. Okay. Yeah. These people are beautiful. San Luis Potosí is beautiful. I love Mexico. I loved this city. I was down there with Theo Olivares, who played one of the bullies on Ned's. Curly-haired sewing club kid is one of my close friends. He speaks Spanish, thank God. He was down there helping me translate. We were staying in the historic center of San Luis Potosí, which is like beautiful. It's this colonial town. Man, I fucking loved it. Having a great time. So after the college talk, one of the nights we go out. We get like invited out, and we go to this club. With like some of the kids, having a great time. One of the chicas, you know, one of the chicas I'm dancing with, I'm dancing on. I think we like made out a little bit. Like I was vibing, And then I forget how the news came to me, but it came to me. Oh, by the way, and like she initiated a lot of this, right? Like she started dancing on me, and I'm like, "Tight, you're hot. Let's go." Great time until I forget how it came to me. I think Theo might have heard it and like grabbed me and was like, "Yo." So the news gets to me that, oh, by the way, this girl has a super jealous boyfriend who owns guns. That's the news that gets to me. So yeah, all of a sudden the news gets to me. This girl like I'm vibing with has a boyfriend who is an aggressive, jealous person who owns guns. And it was just immediately like,
We gotta go.
nope. Like, go away from me. Why are you putting me in this situation? Theo was like talking to people like, Theo was like yelling at her friends. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, what are
you
you
guys
doing
drunk?
to this man?
Had you been drinking?
We've been drinking a little bit. Oh, we've been drinking a little bit. But like, it was just this moment that went from like all of them looking at like me like making out with this girl who was their friend to everyone being like,
Oh, you gonna die.
she's got a boyfriend. She's got a boyfriend. She's got a boyfriend. And I'm like,
Why
I
would
didn't fucking know. Why would you put me in this situation?
Dang.
And I just imagined the worst, right? Like I'm the American gringo down here in Mexico, like swooping on the guy's girl. And it just quickly ended the vibe and ended the night. And I was a little bummed because like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me?
Why? Just why?
Why would you
The
put
boyfriend
me?
never showed up, huh?
Boyfriend never showed up.
You guys left?
We left.
Yeah, good idea.
We said, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It was a great time though, and I have nothing but fond memories of San Luis Potosí. That wasn't even I think the students who were there, like it was like a big moment for them, like because they like the chisme. You guys like the gossip. You like the gossip. But for me, it was just a quick shift of vibes, and we got the fuck out of there and continued to live a glorious life in Mexico.
Wow.
So that's the story.
Yeah.
Thanks for your question, you gossip, you chismosa.
That's awesome, dude.
Chismosas are what
Gossipers.
like girls who like gossiping. Chismosa or chismoso.
I'm a chismosa.
Yeah. Lindsay's a chismosa.
Mucho,
That was a fun one.
chismosa.
That was a fun one. It was a good life experience. Oh, we also in San Luis Potosí.
Yeah.
There was like this girl who worked for the college who we were out at like a mezcaleria hanging out with her. She was like, yo, let's go to this other bar or club. Theo and I get in her car. She like Need for Speed racer starts like speeding through the fucking streets. And it was like wild and kind of fun. Then she gets a call from her brother and they're like yelling at each other in Spanish. And she's like, hold on, we got to make a stop. She stops outside this house. Her brother comes out. They're yelling at each other in Spanish. She's like, I'm sorry. There's like a lot going on in my family right now. Hold on. I got to make another stop. She starts taking us down like roads that don't seem like we're going to a bar or club. It's getting more residential. It's getting a little more sketchy. We arrive to this gate that opens and she pulls us into her like family compound. And Theo and I are sitting there in the backseat of her car while her family's having like this big emotional implosion, like grandparents and aunts and her mother. And I don't know, I still to this day don't know what the fuck was happening, but they're all like kind of like yelling and crying and yelling at her, but then like waving at Theo and I in the backseat, like, it's okay.
Oh,
bueno.
no.
And we're just like, and we're like locked in this compound. We eventually get put in their living room while they deal with some shit.
Dude.
It was wild and it took a long time. We never went to the bar or club, but we did close out the night by drinking and dancing in their courtyard. And like, I was like dancing with her mom. Like we had to Theo and I had to like smooth the situation out.
Yeah.
There was heavy emotions
Oh,
happening
yeah.
in the family and we just started like dancing and drinking with the mom and Tia.
Sheesh.
Dude.
And that de-escalated things.
Wait, so you didn't go to the bar, or you did?
Never did.
Oh, well.
Just got kidnapped.
You like that?
Where is season 3 on Netflix? And when can we expect it?
Oh, like in what region of the earth is season 3 on Netflix? Because I don't think it's on Netflix.
It's not. They're asking
what I
where
mean.
is it?
Oh yeah, you're where?
And
It's like where? That's what where means.
And we don't make those decisions.
Right.
Yeah, we don't.
Right.
We don't.
No
idea.
There's no idea.
It's on
Well,
Paramount.
I mean, wait. So even with all like good feedback and all of that shit, and like they could still just choose not to put it on there.
Whatever their deal was, they just bought seasons 1 and 2. Isn't that so strange?
It is quite strange.
We only have 3. Like, it's just one more.
Yeah.
Dude,
For
I
some
think,
reason,
I
they only
think
bought
they're
1 and
just
2.
navigating it to the point where they're like, right when we're about to be entitled to residuals, they're just gonna pull the plug. I think that's it. Yeah. For those at home who don't know, we're like basically, because we were paid over scale as actors, like during the time we were filming it, we have to like pay into a pot of how much we made over scale before we can get like paid from like streaming and crap.
Scale
like that.
is the base union minimum
Right,
of what
yeah.
can be paid.
Yeah, we tried to do the right thing by, hey, yeah, we want to advocate for ourselves and make a little bit over scale. And now they're holding that against us.
Oh my god.
So weird. So weird. So I think if they have more episodes on, it'll make us get to that threshold quicker. I don't know.
That's
I
true.
don't know. We don't.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know. I don't
interesting.
know. I'm not a
Hopefully
part of
they put
those.
it up.
Yeah, I'm not a part of those.
Yeah.
It's on Paramount.
Very good.
Yeah.
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 What is your favorite music, guys? This is Jada28270.
Favorite music?
I like lady rappers.
Lady
Yeah?
rappers, nice. Which ones?
So right now it's this girl Caitlyn and
Jenner.
On
Snow
TikTok.
the product.
I know who you're talking about.
dope.
Yeah,
On
yeah,
TikTok.
yeah.
She had a fire like
Oh
like,
my god! But everything.
verse
Yeah.
on Russ's
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I saw that.
Just like
Dope.
yeah, any female. So that's basically what the station is on, and then whatever else Pandora brings to me.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
on Pandora?
yeah.
Pandora's still out there?
She's still
I didn't know like that was like fucking 10 years ago.
Pandora's still pandering.
That's how you get
right
your
there.
music. Pandora. Wow.
there.
Wow, Pandora. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You still on MySpace?
Yeah,
Nice.
I am. I'm waiting
in
for
your
you to
top
accept
8?
my friend request.
All right.
Tom,
Tom, for
and one of my foot fetish people.
Nice.
Of course.
Fan account. And obviously,
You only got 7 friends.
yeah.
It's fine.
That's cool. That's cool.
Favorite music? Like a lot of shit, man. Spotify's really changed. Like music changed for me when it became like this algorithmic digital streaming thing. I used to have like a fat iTunes library that like I was picking CDs specifically and listening to full albums. Now I listen to like, what the algorithm serves me based on my likes, and it serves me correct. But like Radiohead's my favorite band. If I had to give you a favorite band, Radiohead. There's a lot of EDM I like. Lane 8 I think is great. Rufus Du Sol is a vibe.
Yeah.
Louis Del Mar. James Blake.
Oh yeah, James Blake still
fire,
hitting, yeah.
man,
He used to do those Kanye
fire.
collabs back in the day. He was great.
James Blake, Bon Iver.
Oh dude, wow, it's been so long. Yeah, he's
You know what I
tough, he's
mean?
tough.
Yeah, I listen. Yeah.
I like so much music. A ton of world
Yeah.
music. I love it. I love it.
Recently, I'm a big Afrobeat guy.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yep. Wizkid, Davido. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those cats. Burna Boy.
Burna Boy,
Really good
dude.
stuff. Yeah, man.
Did you see he played like Hollywood Bowl last year? It just looked
Oh,
like
it looked-
a
yeah.
place to be.
Yeah, man.
I want to go to a Burna Boy show. It looked like the fucking vibes.
Yeah, man. They be locked in, bro.
Yeah.
They really create a certain energy and stuff.
Afrobeat's amazing. Have you heard the genre Amapiano?
Oh, dude, this girl she told me about Amapiano just like when I was in Sierra Leone. This is the first time I ever heard of it.
Amapiano
All these
is
weird sounds. in there,
fire. It's like
yeah.
this. It's this weird, like chill electronic.
Yeah.
Like it's like Afrobeat, like, but like gentle. I don't know. I don't know. It's beautiful. Amapiano's sick.
It works.
That's been a new favorite of mine as well.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a little tippy tip from today?
Get to a Burna Boy show.
Yeah, that's a good tip. That's a good tip, man.
Facts.
You won't regret it.
Facts.
Another tip. Man, try your best to not drag on relationships too long. We all got to work on
Don't
it.
screw anyone out of a baby.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know?
well, that too.
You know?
Unless you really want to have that.
Don't do
baby.
it.
Just don't do it. Yeah.
Or don't screw anyone into a baby, Tevin.
Dang. Just because your primal urges.
Yeah, I mean, dang.
Hey.
My tip for this
His name is
episode
Bruno.
is be careful which spicy Latina you're messing around with in Mexico. She might have a dangerous boyfriend.
Hey, ooh.
But also, have fun. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Bias.
Viva Mexico! Vamos! Vamos, wait, we gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we
Okay,
outta
bye!
here.
What's up, guys? Thank you for watching this episode of Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. If you can't get enough of us, we got clips over on the Podco YouTube channel. You can check them out there. And if you really can't get enough of us, we got a ton of extra content and live streams and live Q&As on Patreon. And that helps support this podcast and help us keep going and make it possible. So we love you for that. Check out the links in the description, and thanks for tuning in.